My Prime Minister is here! Well, isn't that lovely? Hello, hello! Can you hear us? Can you see us?
Oh, you started fast. Hold on, let me check to make sure everything's going smoothly.
Well, why should I wait just because you're slow?
It's not that I'm slow, it's that I was preparing a bunch of things. Okay. Alright, they can see us.
I agree, Retsuko. A good Prime Minister is on chat nice and early. Cloudy, hello!
Right,
all my favorite people. Beautiful.
Hello, Cloudy. Hello, Prime Minister Retsuko.
Katara's here. Excellent.
Katara the Waterbender.
She's only going to motivate me to be even better.
I think that's a new chat member. Hello, Night and Starlight.
I think you're a new chat member, Zuko.
I've been here the whole time, since Dishonored.
A likely story.
Although I wasn't a chat member during Dishonored.
A likely story.
What do you mean a likely story? You were there!
A likely story.
Who's this Julia?
What do you mean? Did you already forget who she is?
Yes!
Zuko, why do you hate women?
Do you remember who Julia Farkas is?
Of course I do!
Who is she?
She's one of the medical people working with that group that's helping all the people that have problems. Remember, she wanted us to get the drug addicts off of drugs, and we came to report to her that we'd done so by threatening the drug dealer?
Alright, fuck me, you do actually remember.
Of course I remember! I always remember!
I thought I had you on a cat.
Why? Why did you think that? You should not have. You should know me by now. Right, that's what I want, the physician's daily, but I don't want her to see me. Am I detected? No, I'm hidden. Right, grab the physician's daily. That's what we want.
Hello, Roland Kane. Nice of you to join us.
Hello. In a place that's hard to.
Hello, Nerdy Dragon.
She's not looking, right?
I mean, you can
Okay, she didn't see me. Perfect. I don't want her to be mad at me.
So you could crouch, and if it says hidden, but...
Yeah, but did you not pay attention? I was trying to, and then I couldn't reach
Sorry,
it.
I was reading chat, so no, I didn't.
Zuko.
Do you want me to pay attention to chat or pay
you
attention to
You can pay attention to chat, but then don't tell me to do things I already tried to do.
I was just trying to help, okay?
But then don't tell me what to do!
I wasn't telling you, I was suggesting!
Your suggestion was terrible, and I award you no points.
Well, maybe I suggest go commit, I don't know, self-arson.
Did you just tell me to kill myself?
No.
You really did.
We're firebenders. At least I commit self-arson all the time on accident.
And self-arson only means one thing, Zuko. I know exactly what it means. Self-immolation is the actual word you're looking for. You just don't know it. Because you have a middle school education.
No, because I'm trying to avoid the YouTube censors.
Look, Zuko, I understand. You're jealous. But you know, you don't have to be so negative all the time.
Really?
You could turn that jealousy into something productive if you wanted to.
Like
motivate to be better. Alright, let's see. What do we have
left? My jealousy is my motivation.
You're impossible. Alright, let's see what we have left. Confront Benny at the Tops Casino. Okay, that's the main quest. Deliver the package to a man at the designated location, or find Lady Jane to collect caps, or do this. Alright, where is this located? Over there. Alright, we can go do that really quick.
Multi-power, I see Zuzu can't be bothered to get things done like always.
As always, you know how he is.
Retsuko says Azula knows all. Trash Can waves hello, nice to see you, Trash Can, welcome. What chaos are we bound to this time? Perhaps Azula discovers a death clause, says Night and Starlight. You keep talking about death clause, I don't know what those are, but I guess they're in this game.
Actually, I don't want to go over there yet. Let's do a different quest. Where's the debt collector? Okay, that's here. So maybe I can find this person.
Cloudy says things are getting pretty hot early today, G. Talon is the dragon says, hello, are we missing Zuzu? Never mind.
I know, right? I wish. It was so nice for a second.
You know, I could always just sit out a stream if you're that tired of me.
Oh, don't be such a baby. You're the one who started it.
Yes, I am the one who started the stream, because I set it up and everything.
You all see what I have to deal with. Zuko's so fragile.
What do you mean
You know, I heard they were recording someone to play Grandpa Azula today.
Yes, I heard.
For the search.
Apparently a big name, actually.
Yeah, he's a big name. He's done things for like Netflix and Disney+. Apparently they sprung all out for Granddaddy.
Yeah, and apparently he fights really hard to make sure fellow Fire Nation people are accepted into more, what do they call it? Well, they're calling it cinema these days?
Well, unlike you, for you they got some no-name actor no one's heard of before.
Oh, I know. He's ugly, too. Have you seen his hair?
He's not ugly at all. What are you talking about?
Have you seen his hair? It looks awful. I heard rumors he did that to himself.
His hair looks exactly like your hair, Zuko.
No, it doesn't. Maybe when I was, alone, wandering the desert.
Oh, I think I found her. Give me your money! Oh, she's nice. Never mind. Who are you?
Oh, we have another new chat.
Oh, never mind. She called me a commoner. Oh, I'm going to put her in her place.
This is a roller coaster of emotions right here. Anyway, we have a new chat member, Cute Kirby, saying Katara is better. Another newest chat member called Avatar Aang says hello. Hello, Avatar Aang. Not the Aang we're used to hanging out, but another
Alright, so I
Aang.
could either offer to retrieve the caps from her caravan or have her put something else.
I'm short 90 caps or so, but I have a few. At this point, I'll have to return it.
Oh. Those damn cartons. All they did was encumber me! Doing nice things for people is never worth it! It's never worth it! That's what I'm learning!
Hey, here's more literal baggage for you to carry.
Helping people is stupid and you shouldn't do it. That's what I'm learning. Oh, is that what you meant for me to learn here? I need to boost my barter. It's starting to get really bad. Okay.
God, I already feel lightheaded just from the first 5 minutes.
Like I said, you're fragile.
Do you want your science at a clean 8? Oh, you're okay. You already...
In shining armor. Huh.
Alright, so you become
That's
more
pretty
resistant to
good.
energy weapons.
Beam reflects off you like a mirror like finish.
What's
you gain
for-
additional plus 5 damage against energy weapons. That's pretty nice.
What's ferocious loyalty?
I'll get there.
Cute Kirby says Zuko is crazy. Multipower says, damn Zuko, you're really gonna diss your grandpa like that? What do you mean diss my grandpa? I was dissing the actor playing me, not the actor playing grandpa.
See, Zuko, no one even understands you.
How I could not have been more clear. Well, now finally someone plays Azula and shows themselves as Cloudy. Cute Kirby says Avataring is better. Another new one in person, Baron Brumbar. Am I the only person who thinks that the Shyamalan Aang pronunciation was better?
I suppose that depends on your own opinions. There isn't really like a definitive one. These are fantasy names, so at the end of the day. I do think that calling him Ong was not correct. It should be more of an opened Ong rather than Ong. But that's just me.
Oh, look, here's a trait for Dad.
Yeah, sneering imperialist.
Sneering
I was
imperialist.
looking at that.
We have a lot of new chat people today. It's Mads. Hi, I'm here now.
Zuko, I'm trying to focus.
I'm trying to read chat. I'm sorry.
Ooh, an additional experience level complete with all the advantages that brings. That might be a good thing to do early on. Your strength is raised to 10, and you gain plus 15 damage to that threshold whenever your health drops to 20. Ooh, that's a nice one, because I have been boosting all of my intelligence, but not...
Nerd rage, nerd rage.
I'm going to go for it. Give it to me. Still not strong enough, apparently, to carry those cartons she gave me. What a worthless thing she gave me! Ugh! Helping people. Is this what being a good person is? You just run around and people give you dumb quests and never leave you alone.
Yes.
Oh, how would you know?
I'm the Fire Lord.
I said being a good person, not being the Fire Lord. If you're the Fire Lord, you asked for it.
Because I traveled along with Aang, who is a good person. And this is what people talk to him about.
Wait, I have Eddie, my darling, back, right?
Yeah, you
Eddie,
do.
come here, my darling. Will you carry some things for me?
Anyway, Trash Can...
Boone, you're not earning your keep compared to Eddie.
Anyway, Trash Can says, Azula, are you an exothermic reaction because you're hot?
Oh. Here I thought I was an endothermic reaction because I'm cool. I suppose I can be both.
Mac Attack 571 asks, Zuko, have you or Azula had cactus juice?
I mean, I've never tried it, but the mescaline, which is actually the active ingredient that makes it hallucinogenic, is pretty toxic. I mean, what kind of idiot would you have to be to drink that?
Didn't Sokka drink it once?
What are you talking about? Sokka's not that stupid.
No, I remember Katara was telling me about it the time they got stranded in the desert for a while, and Sokka drank cactus juice out of desperation.
Why would he do such a stupid thing?
Because he was dehydrated and they were out of water. In the desert.
That
Momo drank it too.
Momo's an animal. I thought Sokka was the smart one.
I guess dehydration makes a desperate idiot out of everyone.
You know what's funny?
What's that?
So you know how you didn't know any of their names, even though you were chasing them for 3 years?
Except for Sokka's, yeah.
And I knew all of their names, and I had full dossiers on all of them, like, immediately.
Right.
Do you want to know that in Sokka's, I actually put that he was the biggest threat, since he's the leader? And that's true, you can look it up in Earth Kingdom Chronicles. I did say that canonically. But Sokka thought that he was not a threat. Where did he get that idea from?
Because he's the only non-bender of a group of incredibly powerful and irregularly talented benders.
So, Ty Lee's a non-bender, and you would never catch her saying that she's worthless or not good.
Well, no, that's...
So where did Sokka get that idea? Is it from you? All his friends? Because that makes you the bad people.
Azula?
Yeah.
I would almost agree with you, except Sokka went through this whole episode before I joined the gang.
Alright, so all the rest of them are the bad people. Here you go. I'm standing on top of the table so I can look down at her.
I was about to say, to assert dominance.
To assert dominance, exactly. I have the high ground. Another one? Are you serious?
No one steals from the Garrett twins.
Alright, how am I supposed to get there?
See the king. I'm sure he could work something.
I like how they're talking to you like this, even though last stream you became a fellow king.
Interesting. Well, you're...
I kind of want to see one of those memes where it's like her point of view versus your point of view versus her point of view, and she's just looking up at you, looking down at her menacingly.
I swear, okay, this entire experience has just been like working for Daddy again. It's like everywhere I go, people ask me to do things for them. I perform it perfectly. The impossible tasks that no one thinks are doable, I do them, and I return, and they just say, here's another impossible task for you to do. It never ends!
Yes. Roland Kane asks Azula, what happened after Zhao died?
What do you mean? What happened in what way?
Yeah, Roland Kane, could you elaborate on...
Like in the Fire Nation?
it
was a huge scandal. Daddy looked really bad. So Daddy didn't actually have any military accomplishments under his belt. So the military's always favored Uncle. Something that he's always had to kind of cater to the nobility to give him some political power. And so the problem is, because of this, there's a lot of people that are in positions of power for political reasons and not necessarily because they're the most skilled. And this causes a lot of problems. So understandably, when the disaster at the North happened, there was a lot of anger over all the lives that were lost, all the ships that were lost. It was a terrible waste of resources. So Daddy really needed a scapegoat, so he blamed it on Uncle and you. Because that kind of killed two birds with one stone for him. Because it also made Uncle look bad, which was the one that the military supported over him.
And Zhao did officially hire Uncle as an advisor to the siege, so... On paper, it all checked out. Prime Minister Retsuko asks, I mean, are they fantasy names? My seeing eye dog is literally named Azula, so make of that what you will.
Shoot, I already used up my favor with the king to become a king. So now I can't ask him for help getting into the city.
Shit.
Damn, I didn't know I was going to need that later. They can see me.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here.
Alright, well, I'm going to have to find another way into the strip, apparently, since I already used up my favor with the king. Unfortunate.
Cloudy says, Zuko swear count for this stream 1. Zuko yawn count for... What are you counting my yawns?
Hi, baby. How are you doing since I fixed your brain?
Multipower says Katara x Aang is better. Katara and Zuko may have had some nice moments together, but I honestly don't see them ending up as a couple, especially with how much trouble Zuko is having with love.
Oh, I agree. Zuko could do better than Katara.
What?
Sorry, I meant Katara could do better than Zuko. I got that backwards.
What?
I love turning things around on you. You're never prepared for them.
What was that noise I just made?
I don't know. You always make weird noises.
I do not.
Really?
I do not make weird noises.
Oh, yeah, you never have, ever.
Ever.
Right? Ever.
Ever.
Mm-hmm.
Ever.
Alright, let's see. What's our next location?
Cute Kirby's ask, Zuko, where's May? I don't know. Why don't you ask Ty Lee?
Oh, I know where May went.
You know
she went to Omashu, didn't she?
Oh, damn.
That's where she's at right now after she dumped you.
That's right. She went to the fucking Earth Kingdom of all places.
Well, no. She went to the place that her father used to be governor of. She's on her own journey of self-discovery or whatever.
Wait. Hold on.
What?
Make this guy talk again? I thought I heard something.
Killing our bighorners, shooting that sort of thing.
What?
It's getting hard to keep people.
What did you hear?
Sorry, for a second that sounded like the voice I'd expect a grown-up son of Aang to sound like, but I don't think so anymore.
Oh, I see what it is. Because you're racist. You think that's not what monsters should sound like. That sounds like a normal person like me, Zuko. You would think someone who has a visual facial deformity like you, Zuko, a very, very visible facial deformity like you, would be more understanding of the aesthetically impaired. Okay, Zuzu? Look, he has things on his face. Why don't you care? You know why? Because I'm a good person and I care, and you're not. So there.
Guess I can't say for sure if it's not looking to fight.
You're correct.
You're human. I'm not asking.
Alright, he wants me to go talk to some people that are being stupid. Alright, I understand.
Multipower says Azula always gives me the best reaction, if you know what I mean. Winky face.
I fill him with a combination of inspiration and terror?
Probably.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm wondering about?
What?
That, vault that was overrun with plants that you, found, but we didn't go into.
We'll go into it later. We have things to do.
That's true, that's true.
Like, I have to stop them from killing those disgusting mutants, so... I'm their advocate, their savior, their avatar. So let me go negotiate with the NCR. Listen, those disgusting, terrible aberrations that nature never intended to exist are my friends, okay? So you leave my abominations alone. Yeah, you'll have to deal with me.
I've always known when to fight and when to back down, and it seems to me I ought to back down this time. My men and I are leaving.
Alright, get out of here. That's
right.
right.
I see your strategy. You're
What?
making yourself sound even more racist than them so that they'll be intimidated and not want to fuck with you.
What are you talking about? What did I say that was racist?
Calling them abominations.
They
that
are
nature
abominations.
That
They're
nature never intended to
They
be born.
are terrible abominations that nature never intended to be born. They are literally super mutants.
I don't know if they'd
But they
appreciate...
still have a right to dignity.
Something on your mind?
What? Oh, you're gonna cancel me because I didn't use the PC term? I mean, Zuko, I just saved their lives, alright?
Azula, when have I ever tried to cancel you?
Glad you didn't kill them. Letting them walk.
Look at, he's thanking me.
I'm not...
He thinks I did the right thing.
Azula,
What?
do you think I'm attacking you right now?
I thought you were.
I wasn't.
He's going-
Not this time.
Keen is saner than most, but I know he's thinking of going his own way again.
What does Keen want?
It's a promise, and I haven't been able to keep.
Yeah, the Nightkin, I remember this. They get schizophrenia from all the stealth boys they use.
I have a hard time being seen like normal folks. Can't stand it. In this real situation. They either stay here and suffer. When that happens, there's a good chance, worse, if Keen and the Nightkin,
Yeah.
humans can't tell the difference between mutants, might come here looking for.
I see. So the super mutants are more sane and calm. The Nightkin can't stand being seen, and so they use those stealth boys to make themselves invisible, but it gives them schizophrenia, and that's
Because-
when they get violent, crazy, and delusional.
That makes sense.
And he's worried because since people can't tell them apart, they might come here and attack the super mutants if they can't get the Nightkin.
And we had a run-in with them, I think, when we were trying to launch the shuttle with the cult, that Jason Bright something.
All right, well, I helped him, so I'm a hero. So I'm going to save it because I'm a hero.
Also, Prime Minister Retsuko says, "See, Azula, Sokka's not smart enough for you. I literally offer you the world. I am the one for you."
I mean, for my prime minister, you absolutely are. I agree. Hold on, let me see.
Avatar Aang says, "Zuko, I'm better than you."
I mean, canonically, yes, the Avatar would be.
I mean, you are the Avatar. If you are the Avatar, I'm not gonna... You're, better than everybody. That's, your whole thing.
All right, so we're going to try to cure these disgusting abominations that nature never intended, all right?
Yes. Trash Can says, "I offer Azula half of my stuffed animal plushies for her hand, in parentheses, in marriage."
What are stuffed animal plushies? Are they like animals that you hunted yourself and stuffed yourself to show your prowess as a warrior and hunter?
Answer that question, Trash Can, while I read more chat.
I like her. She's actually my favorite person in the entire Mojave so far.
You just off of her name, or the way...
No, I talked to her last time we were here.
Oh.
She thought that I was her granddaughter, and she said she loved me. I've never had an older woman tell me that.
Right.
And you know what? Just because she's horrifying and giant and could rip you apart with her bare hands doesn't mean she's not a loving grandma.
Well, yeah, she's got the flower.
I know, I love her.
corsage on
All right, do you want to come with me? You don't want to help?
She said 3 makes a crowd. Maybe if you get rid of one of your,
Boone. Can you... Wait here.
Oh, I think you have to actually dismiss them.
Oh. Oh, I have to actually tell
Here,
her
let me
to
see
do
if
it.
Lily can actually come with you before we...
Yes, she can. It's an optional quest marker. Hold on,
okay.
hold on.
What is it? I was in a lot of... That part of my... The Legion. No.
Baron Brumbar says Azula could easily be a Latina name.
I mean, we do have the Sun Warrior ancestry.
Alright. Guess I'll be around Novak for a while longer until I figure out what I want to do with myself.
I'll be back for you.
See you around.
I'll be back for you, I promise. I just need Granny to come with me.
Hello again, dear.
Beautiful!
Hey!
Alright, so now we can actually complete the mission.
Alright, and... Oh, our music guy, James A. Riley, is asking, hey, how are things?
Things are going swimmingly. I have a grandmother now.
Night and Starlight says, Zuko, you would probably get along with Brambleclaw. His father, Tiger Star, is a lot like Ozai, but unlike Ozai, Tiger Star got murdered by a usurper, LMAO.
That's pretty funny.
Night and Starlight, what was any of that sentence? I don't know if I followed any of that.
I followed it. You just can't read, Zuko.
I literally just read it.
Okay, you can't read well.
Q Kirby's asked, where is May? Didn't we tell you, Q Kirby? She's in Omashu.
Zuko, don't yell at other people just because you're upset she dumped you.
That's not me yelling. That was my inside voice.
That was your inside voice?
You know what my outside voice is!
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that's my outside voice.
Yeah, no, I heard it.
For demonstration
For
purposes.
demonstration purposes, obviously. Not because you have no emotional regulation whatsoever.
Well, I mean, I don't, but that was for demonstration purposes.
I know, of course.
To demonstrate the lack of control over my own voice. Yeah, of course, you know.
No, yes.
Because of the implication.
Of the implication. What is wrong with you, Zuko? Why are you like this? Everyone calls me crazy. Well, it runs in the family.
I mean, we're both kind of crazy.
What do you mean? What do you mean when you say I'm kind of crazy?
Well, you know.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, we were...
No, explain. What do you mean?
Will you let me? I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was in an asylum, is that what you're saying?
I was
Because
going
I suffered
to
a mental breakdown?
I was going
Which you tried to take advantage of to win it in Agni Kai?
Are you going to actually let me talk? Or...
No, I'm a decent person should be ashamed they said it at all, Zuko. That's the point. You can't see it, but he's blushing so red that his scar is like, his whole face is the same color right now. You're too easy, Zuko. You know that? Did you just throw something?
Yes.
You're so silly. You've always been like this. Even when he was a child, Zuko was so easy to upset. You're so funny.
Roland Kane is elaborating on one of his previous questions. Azula, I meant to ask, what did Ozai do after Zhao died? That's because Ozai allowed him to marry you. Did he arrange to marry you next, or did he abandon that option?
Okay, I can tell you what happened. So, to recap anyone who wasn't here, after Daddy banished Zuko, he had a very serious problem. And that was that he realized Zuko was his only male heir. And he had banished him. And so, of course, there were questions about succession and who would take the throne next, or if anything happened to Daddy, who his heir would be. So, you know, not one to fight for women's rights to lead the nation, and there had never been a female Fire Lord. I mean, we didn't even have a word for it. Daddy basically went to all of his best generals and noblemen, all of his inner circle, and he offered that whoever made him the best offer would be offered my hand in marriage, therefore making them his heir. Right, it was a very, very good deal, which meant a lot of people were competing for it and offering Daddy all sorts of things. Now, keep in mind, when Zuko was banished, how old was I?
12, I think.
Zuko, how old were you when you were banished?
Oh, that's right. I was 13. You were...
I was 11.
11.
I was 11 years old,
Right,
Zuko.
right. I was 1 year off.
And he was marrying me off. Can you imagine? I begged and begged him not to do it, and he basically put me in my place. He said, Azula, you've been my perfect princess, and you will be a perfect fire lady. No matter how great you are, a woman's greatest duty is to give great men children, and blah, blah. That whole spiel. And in the end, because I kept insisting, he basically said that if I didn't shut up and do as he said, that he would remind me a woman's place. And I'll let you imagine what that means. At any rate, Zhao made him the best offer. Because, see, Grandpa Azulon had tried very hard to wipe out the Water Tribe, to try to, do the same thing Sozin had done to the Air Nomads. It kind of like making himself look like, I'm just as good, I'm the new Sozin. But it didn't work out for him. And part of it was he split his forces, because half of them were attacking the Water Tribe, and the other half were being led by Uncle Iroh at Ba Sing Se. But as we know, Uncle Iroh lost that battle. So it didn't look good for Grandpa Azulon. But Grandpa Zulon still had more conquests and military experience under his belt compared to Daddy, who had never been in the military at all. So Daddy was really desperate for a military win under his rule. So when Zhao offered him, hey, I can destroy the Water Tribe completely, the thing your father failed to do, the thing Iroh failed to do at Ba Sing Se with the Earth Kingdom, I can offer you that. And, he planned to destroy the moon and all that. Daddy told him that if he successfully did as he promised, that Zhao would marry me. And I hated Zhao. I thought he was just brutish, so piggish, always obsessed with himself and legacy, a complete navel-gazer, not my type, so arrogant and egotistical, and a terrible bender. Just, what is there to like about that? I do not understand people that think I would like him. But I didn't get a say. Anyway, that's why Zhao had it out for you. I don't know if you ever knew that, Zuko.
I didn't until these streams where you...
Because if you successfully captured the Avatar, then the deal would be off. You would be Daddy's new heir. So that's why he was so incentivized to make sure that you, under no circumstances, could capture Aang for yourself. At any rate, when Zhao failed at the North, and it was a huge, embarrassing failure, Father was furious. Everyone was criticizing him about it. And, Daddy doesn't take criticism well. What ended up happening was that he used Uncle as a scapegoat, saying that it was his fault that he had betrayed us. But this left him with a problem that he still didn't have an heir. So he reconsidered when I had told him that I wanted to be the heir, and that if he just gave me a chance, I would prove myself. And he told me, Azula, here's what I have to say about it. I will give you the opportunity to prove yourself. Go and capture your failure of a brother and your traitorous uncle and bring them back to me. And if you succeed in this task, I will make you my heir. That's what happened.
There you go, Roland, Kane, and the rest of chat. I hope...
So, I went off to try to capture the two of you.
And I remember from there. So, thank you, Azula. I hope that answers your question, Roland. Now to catch up with chat. Cute Kirby's, you're gonna laugh at this, Azula, says, haha, May dumped you, Flamio.
It is pretty funny, actually.
It's almost like that was the most watched short on the channel for quite a while.
It was very funny. People clearly like watching you get dumped. I mean, I don't blame them. It's funny.
And
if you would develop a sense of humor, Zuko, you would understand that.
I'm sure there's someone out there who's laughing for me. Nerdy Dragon fan asks, Zuko, where are you on the timeline? You and your sis get along, but you said this was pre-Smoke and Shadow. Also, Azula mentioned Drook, but then you said you never had a dragon. Now, Nerdy Dragon fan, as Fire Lord Zuko, I do not understand the question you're asking, but if you were to ask someone who would understand the question you are asking, the answer that person would probably give you is something along the lines that we're currently in a Schrodinger's canon sort of situation, where it is up to our own interpretation as we speak, and nothing we says has
we
any actual
spoil what's going to happen. We can't spoil what's going to happen.
But at the same time, we can't exactly work with where we currently are in the canon because things are out of our control.
So I'll tell you, it's post Smoke and Shadow. We just have to pretend it's before because we can't tell you what's going to happen since they made significant changes to Smoke and Shadow for Book 4.
Now, another part of you may ask yourself, why don't you just tell us this? And if you were to talk to someone who knows the answer to that question, that person would probably tell you, because under no circumstances are we breaking character, goddammit!
Zuko, stop being so meta.
What does that mean?
Nothing. Oh, look, a skeleton.
Oh, can you sleep on it?
I mean, yes, I can.
Let's sleep in the creepy,
Just
dank
spoon him.
cave.
Oh no, because enemies are nearby.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the only thing stopping
That's
me.
the only... Unless the skeleton's
The
an
only
enemy.
thing stopping me from boning a skeleton, apparently, is that there are enemies
What if the
nearby.
skeleton's considered an enemy?
Well, dead men tell no tales, so...
That's true.
Sure, I'll take that.
Baron Brumbar asks, wasn't Azula the only other person besides Toph to make blind jokes?
I didn't make a blind joke. It was inclusive. See, Katara was like, oh, Toph, too bad you can't see the stars. Very ableist, very rude. I said, I'm rolling my eyes. That is called captions for the visually impaired. Audio captions.
Trevor Ricketts says, good morning, Zuko and Azula. Hope everything turns out well for you both in the long run.
Good morning indeed.
Dan the Man, I think that's another new chat member, asks, is tonight the night? Will Azula finally unleashing the search? Fire, 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 fire.
I heard they were recording the actor for Granddaddy Azulon today, and it's like a really big name actor. I'm really happy. He's like a big director too, right?
Yeah, no, and like I said, he's apparently also a really huge advocate for making sure Fire Nation actors aren't left out of productions.
Hold on, I gotta fight this thing.
I think you fought it very successfully.
Yeah, I know. I was just saying, hold on. Give me a second. Oh, they're invisible.
Oh, these are the Knights? Okay, the Knights.
Yeah, that's why. We want to give this ability to the Nightkin.
Oh.
Oh, oops. I wasn't watching my health. See, Zuko, stop distracting me. This is all your fault.
Oh, my fault?
Yes.
Wow, I really am going with the brother-sister experience.
All right, let's try this again. Let's try this again. What is this? What else is chat saying? I'm sure some of them have something to say about the story.
No, I'm catching up. Because I was.
Well, catch up better.
Well, what if you would let me?
You see how bad he is at this, chat?
Do you see how what I have to deal with, chat?
Chat is not on your side, Zuko.
FG2187 asks, hey Azula, if you and Aang fought in a sparring match with him using only airbending but going all out, which of you would likely win?
So, here's something about fighting that I think I need you all to understand. If you've never been in war and you only ever know fighting from, like, comic books or what have you, you've never actually experienced it, a lot of times the winner of a fight is not actually the person who's best at fighting. A lot of times the winner of the fight is the one most willing to fight. So in other words, if Aang can only use airbending and I'm free to do whatever I want, by the nature that Aang does not want to kill, I've already won. Do you understand?
She's right, by the way. Night and Starlight says, stuffed animals are a type of toy. They are basically animal-shaped dolls that are soft.
Oh, that sounds lovely. I don't think... Do we have... In the Fire Nation, most of our toys are made of less flammable materials for small children. So.
I think the Earth Kingdom has a lot of those.
Oh, okay, that would make sense. Yeah, I think the Water Tribe has some made out of animal pelts.
I think you're right.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of those in the Fire Nation for children's toys because, you know, they'd be flammable.
A lot of Fire Nation children's toys tend to be metal.
Yeah. Now, there's the occasional wooden toy, but, you know, those tend to burn up. There's ceramic and metal toys a lot of the time for small children.
Prime Minister Retsuko says, Azula, I offer you my eternal loyalty and service for your hand in marriage. Also, infinite, perfectly safe, perfectly ripe cherries. Avatar Aang says, Zuko, stop cursing.
Yeah, Zuko.
Cloudy says, does Azula ever get tired? Because if she does during stream, she's pretty good at hiding it. They're referencing how they mentioned earlier, but I didn't read it out loud, that Zuko yawns a lot during streams, but Azula never does, so...
Well, you know me. Never show weakness. All right, let's save.
We have a new person in the chat.
Who is it?
The Emperor's New Podcast.
Ooh, that's a friend of the chat, though.
Yeah, I remember him. He says that guy has
So
teeth.
I'm wearing a radiation suit, and I took something for radiation resistance, so we can try to make it through this place.
Brewmaster says, let's try to get Cade and Lucia to break character, everybody. I don't know who those guys are, but...
Aren't they actors? I don't know.
Don't actors, like, hate breaking character?
Zuko, what do you know about acting?
I was the Blue Spirit. I know quite a lot about acting.
That's called spycraft.
Plus, all the plays that we watched as children, so, I've seen actors quite a lot.
So nothing. You know nothing about acting.
What do you know about acting?
A lot.
Did you take an acting class in your survival, Fire Academy for Girls school?
Yes.
Wait, for real?
Yes, for spycraft. Are you not listening?
Didn't you just say spycraft wasn't acting?
Not always. Sometimes it is.
Okay.
How much acting did you do as the Blue Spirit?
Physical acting, quite a
Okay,
lot.
so not really acting.
Don't discriminate against physical actors
I'm
and
just
stunt
saying,
doubles.
there's a lot more than
Azula
just
says
the
stunt
physical.
doubles aren't real actors, everybody.
Yeah. You can't shame me. I say it with my whole chest. I'll say it with my whole chest. I don't care. I'm not afraid. You can't cancel me for what I'm not ashamed of.
Yes.
Yes.
Just yes.
I said it. Put my name on it. Put it online. Princess Azula says stunt doubles aren't real actors.
Night and Starlight donates $2.
What are they gonna do? Stunt at me? Oh, I'm so scared.
Night and Starlight donated $2 saying crazy. I was crazy once. Oh, God.
I've told you a million times, Zuko, nobody can hurt you if you don't care.
Okay. It's Mads goes cough cough middle school education Zuko. Roland Kane says hearing you two laugh is so weird but happy. Avatar Aang asks Azula who is better, Toph or Katara?
At what?
Yeah, they didn't specify.
It really just depends,
Multipower says they locked me in a room full of rats. I don't know who.
That sounds unfortunate.
Prime Minister Retsuko donates $4.99 saying, Zuko, how dare you talk over my marriage proposal? Night and Starlight says yet another thing Zuko and I have in common. Easily upset, but pretty sure our version of upset is different.
Let's see.
I
I keep running out of strength. All right, here, let me give you these to hold, Eddie, because you're the MVP here.
Brewmaster and Night and Starlight are reacting to how gross it was that you were 11 when Father tried to marry you off to Zhao.
I agree, it was pretty gross.
Azula, I can be your fire lady so you can take your rightful place. Zuko, good run, buddy. Time to step aside and let the women work, lol.
That's true! When's our turn? You men have been ruining everything since always.
This is your stream!
I'm talking about politically.
Oh, well...
Do you disagree with me?
No, I'm not... Look, take it up with that Yang guy who wrote those comics or whatever.
What comics? What Yang guy? You're the Fire Lord. I'm trying to pass the buck. Listen to you. I'm just gonna get rid of those grenades. I don't even want them.
Trash Can is telling Brewmaster you'd be surprised how young some child brides were when they got married.
I mean, granted, Daddy didn't plan to marry me off to him at age 11. That's just when the engagement would have happened.
That's true.
Probably was planning to marry me off to him closer to age 14, but Zhao was dead by then, so... I mean, if you hadn't come back, and if I'd failed to catch you, probably the next in line would have been War Minister Chin. That's why I was stuck sitting with him during that stupid drill. I hate that people think I was behind that mission. The drill had nothing to do with me. That was 100% War Minister Chin's stupid idea. I was stuck sitting there for Daddy. Ugh. Anytime someone says, oh, Azula tried to conquer Ba Sing Se first by that stupid drill. It's not true.
Brewmaster mentions, I thought Ozai just made Azula his heir when Zuko got banished, considering you were Ozai's favorite.
I wish. Being Ozai's favorite is not what people think it is.
It's really not. Like, we've had this conversation quite a lot, because it's a loaded conversation.
Daddy never just gives you things for free, even if you're his favorite.
No, he does not.
He just doesn't.
Prime Minister Retsuko says, stop being so meta. Oh, look, a skeleton. That made me laugh so freaking hard. Brewmaster says, well, we're starting to get them to break character. I don't know who you're fooling, Brewmaster.
It really is frustrating how many people seem to think that being Daddy's favorite was somehow a positive thing. That's the secret of it all. It's not. There's nothing good about it. Zuko had the impression that it would be better because his whole life he's been the least favorite. But when you are the favorite, it's very clear how horrible it actually is to be Daddy's favorite.
Yeah.
It's not a good thing.
Trevor Ricketts asks, despite the unusual circumstances, Princess Azula, I have one question for you, if you can handle it.
All right, I'll try my best. What is it?
Let's see if they... Despite my curiosity, I just want to know how old are you? Please answer honestly, Azula.
At this point?
I assume that's what they mean at this current point.
Okay, well, let's walk everyone through it together.
All right?
So, during the events of the 100-Year War, I was 14 years old.
Right.
By the end of all that, when the war ended, I was about to turn 15.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you put me in Akuma Asylum.
Yes.
That was the name of the asylum, if you were wondering. It was Akuma Asylum. You can look up what Akuma means, and you'll figure out why.
A year goes by.
A year goes by. So at that point, I'm about 16.
Right.
And then after the events of the Harmony Restoration situation, it took you about a year to recover before you set off looking for Mother. So by then I was about
17?
17. A year later happens the Rift
and
Smoke and Shadow and North and
North and
South.
all at the relatively the
so
same time.
I'm around 18 then.
Right.
So Imbalance happened when I was around 19. There we go.
And then Azula in the Spirit Temple.
Same time period.
Same time period, yes.
There you go. So does that answer your question?
I'm sure it does, and they just haven't responded yet. Brewmaster says, I still hope Azula's most... Oh, okay, so this is a double one, because Night and Starlight says, significant changes to Smoke and Shadow. Oh yeah, I am so excited for Smoke and Shadow. We have to get to Smoke and Shadow.
Did you see that? That was amazing!
Yeah, you caught that thing mid-fucking air!
No, I'm saying it was amazing! Did you see how it got me mid-air even as I was shooting plasma at it?
Like, it just no-selled that plasma shot. And literally just shook off a second one.
I have to respect that creature. I really do. I'm glad I didn't bring Boone into all this radiation, though. It wouldn't have been good
Actually,
for him.
yeah, it's he doesn't know the radiation bullet he's dodging right now.
Yeah. I hope he's not hurt.
The Emperor's New Podcast says everyone is a skeleton deep down.
Do you want to hear something funny?
Sure.
We all assume that our skeletons are inside us, right?
Yes.
But our brains are what make us, right?
Right.
And our brains are inside our skulls?
Yeah.
So our skeletons aren't inside of us. We're inside our skeleton.
Oh, that's kind of freaky to think about.
Yeah, there. Go have an existential crisis.
Can't I have an internal one? That's not what existential means, is it?
No. No, it's not.
Okay. Alright, so in response to Night, so I was saying they're excited for significant change in Smoke and Shadow, Brewmaster replies, I still hope Azula's mostly the same in Smoke and Shadow since I loved her in that comic. I guess we'll find out, Brewmaster. I guess we'll find out. Prime Minister Retsuko says, now I just want you to audio caption my life. Oh, the sweet sarcasm I get to enjoy.
I'd love to do it. It would be a great time. I'd just be like, oh, look, there he goes again, making the same mistake. What else is new? The human condition, everyone.
Trashcan says, Zuko, what would you do if someone somehow managed to kill your sister? Thankfully, I don't have to, because I don't really think anybody's going to ever manage to actually do it. My sister is just that good.
Yeah, the only thing people ever kill is, my sense of esteem, my sense of safety, my sense of love for myself.
But those can heal.
Those can heal, we hope.
Multipower says, yeah, sorry, Zuko, but Azula is more worth following.
Where is Eddie to help me? Eddie, where are you? Where did Eddie go?
That is a good question.
Usually he's here attacking enemies, and I was just by myself.
Maybe he got stuck behind a wall, because, like, the way this cave system works.
I'm very upset at you, Eddie. You didn't even try to help me.
That's why you fucking shot and remind him of his place.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. I need to check the map. Right, so that's where I have to go anyway.
James A. Riley says, wait, Fire Nation actors aren't getting representative work? I rarely see any actors that aren't Fire Nation. You know, Hira, Ember Island. What acting troops are there outside the Fire Nation?
He means Fire Nation actors outside the Fire Nation, like in the colonies where they're minority groups.
And where the productions are mostly based on...
Zuko, you shouldn't talk about things you don't know about, because now look, they're asking questions because you've given them an incorrect understanding.
I was just saying who the... Okay.
Well, you shouldn't have, because look at what you've done. Irresponsible.
Alright, fine. I will just stop talking.
I'm just saying, don't talk about things you don't understand. Why are you taking it so personally?
Nerdy Dragon fan says, thank you for the answer. But has Book 4 actually done, like, a whole rewrite of the comics?
Not of all of them, because we didn't have the means for that. But certainly for some of them.
Specifically the ones that involve me and Azula. Funny how that pattern works out.
Do you know that for sure?
Last I checked...
How can you know what they're doing, Zuko? Again, you're talking about things you don't know about.
You and I have both talked to the producer.
Well, clearly you don't know what's going on.
Well, then maybe the producer's lying to me.
Because you're wrong.
I'm wrong.
Yes, actually.
Okay. I'm sorry if the producer said something else when I wasn't around. I apologize.
They didn't. You were misunderstanding. Stop spreading misinformation.
Okay, gee.
Gosh, you're like one of those world leaders that just goes online and spreads misinformation.
Do not compare me to that guy who almost got shot by a Yuyan archer.
Why? Quay? Why not? Or was it Long Feng? Who was it that got shot? Oh, I don't care. I don't really care.
It was some guy trying to run. So you know how so you know how Arnook doesn't have a legitimate heir anymore? Well, at least since, his oldest daughter...
Zuko, are you talking about politics you don't understand? Didn't I just tell you to stop talking about things you don't understand?
Oh my spirits, Azula. You can't just cut me off and say I don't understand politics when I'm explaining something that you just asked about. Of course I understand our own world leader politics. I have to! Not a day goes by where I'm not allowed to not know what's going on in the Northern Water Tribe, or the Earth Kingdom, or the South Pole.
So then why are you so poorly informed?
What are you talking about? I feel like you're just lying to me now.
Oh, Zuzu, you're too easy. How are you ever going to deal with political opponents if you can't even deal with me teasing you? Anyway, any other questions chat has?
Well, I don't know. I think I am apparently too misinformed to read them properly.
Oh my gosh, and now you're all fragile and hurt about it. Let's see. Alright, let's save after that. I always forget to save. You're not catching up on chat, Zuko.
I'm trying. David Tyler, new person, asks, whatever happened to Chan, by the way?
Chan? Zuko, what did happen to Chan?
I don't know. I think last I checked, his father was one of the people who got relegated to more of a, how do you say, an office job after the war ended. Other than that, I don't really know what happened to him. Baron Brumbar asks, what is the Fire Nation's stance on challenging your fiancé/marriage partner to an Agni Kai?
What about it?
There's really no...
You want to do it? Do it.
Yeah, I mean, if they can both firebend, I
mean... Do it. Why not? Are you kidding? The school I went to, they used to encourage the students to get into Agni Kais. Where the hell are my partners? They're not even trying to help me.
They must be getting lost in this cave system.
There they are! Where have you been?
Oh, okay.
They're just leaving me to die here, apparently.
Talon is the Dragon donated $2 saying, oh, is it flirting with Azula time?
Let me swap over to better armor, too. I just needed the radiation protection for a second. There we go.
James A. Riley saying Akuma, more like Arkuma, am I right?
Tell me about it.
Trashcan says Azula's like a cat.
I like cats. Nothing wrong with being like one.
Trevor Ricketts says, my birthday is 4 months away, and Princess Azula, you are invited along with Prince Zuko.
How did I miss? It was point blank. That's the most frustrating thing about this game. It's not realistic.
You wouldn't miss that close up, because you're...
I really need my partners to pull their weight. Now I'm regretting not bringing Boone, because Boone was a sharpshooter.
Yeah, actually.
May and Ty Lee wouldn't have had these problems.
No, you're right. May would have slaughtered these creatures.
Alright, let's go here again and do this part. Maybe we can bottleneck a few of them.
James A. Riley said Eddie, more like Dud-E, am I right?
No one talks badly about Eddie. I love him and he's perfect.
There you have it, James. Multipower says Azula is like the spark of fire that keeps me motivated during difficult times.
They are the spark that will, what is it? Light the way that will start the rebellion or something like that. I've tried doing that, being a freedom fighter. It's not rewarding. Everybody hates you, and your brother doesn't even listen to your advice.
Sorry about all that. Prime Minister Retsuko says, that moment when my partner points out to me that I have gone like 5 minutes without simping for Azula in the chat.
Well, it's appreciated either way. Alright, let's see.
James A. Riley says, to be fair, Azula, you are a vicious teaser.
Well, I mean, I always say, better a teaser than no news at all, right? Better be the teaser than the trailer.
I can respect that. Roland Kane asks, guys, how did your vacation go after you burned Chan's house? It went pretty normal, actually, after that. We just sort of hung out, the 4 of us.
I think my favorite part of that vacation was a moment after that all happened, where Zuko and Mei were getting along better after they'd been fighting. So they kind of went off on their own to go, who knows, talk about how much they hate the sun or something. I don't know what the hell they were doing. But while they went off to go do their stupid things that nobody cares about, Ty Lee actually came up to me and she thanked me.
Oh. What did she thank you for?
For apologizing and listening to her. I had the feeling she wanted to say something else, but she didn't say it.
Well, I'm happy you got to have that moment with her, Azula.
I mean, she was very upset because you called her names, though.
Well, yeah.
And you didn't apologize, unlike me.
No, I did not.
You still haven't to this day. It's pretty silly on your behalf, you know, not apologizing to your bodyguard. I'm just saying, that's a very bad idea.
But isn't it, like, going to be awkward if I bring it up now, because it's been, like, years?
So?
Do I not come off as creepy and obsessive if I, like, admit that I've never stopped thinking about that day?
Are you seriously telling me that you're going to let awkwardness stop you from apologizing for wrongdoing? I thought you were redeemed.
Okay, alright.
You're a bad person!
So it's fine when you do it, okay.
When I do what?
Oh, wait, no, sorry. You said it only can't hurt me if I'm not ashamed of it.
I'm not ashamed. What am I ashamed of? I have nothing to be ashamed of.
I'm not saying you are. I was saying you're using the fact that I'm ashamed that I haven't apologized to Ty Lee to...
No, I'm saying that it's pretty dumb to say you're too ashamed to apologize. What is this? It's called Oh Baby. Oh, it is very heavy. Eddie, come here. I mostly just want to sell this. Eddie! Where did he go? There he is.
He was just chilling right there.
He's my favorite and I love him. Eddie, hold this thing I found. I don't even know what it is. It's like a hammer. I'll never use it. It's 20 pounds.
20 pounds.
I don't know how you're still flying with carrying that, Eddie.
Trevor
Right.
Ricketts says, May and Ty Lee are adorable and sweet, but Azula is a 10 out of 10 and she's impressive with her intelligence.
That's very kind, though I'm concerned that anyone thinks May is either adorable or sweet. I love her, but I wouldn't call her adorable or sweet.
Trashcan says Azula's like those cats who hiss and scratch at you, but when you pet their heads, it's very cute.
Hey, you know, cats know what they want. Gotta respect them for
Wow,
it.
Lily whacked
She
the
whacked its
crap out
limbs
of it.
off.
Yeah. Baron Brumblar says they better go to bed. It's getting pretty late or early here in Germany. Good night.
Have a good night.
Good
Where's
night.
Germany?
Huh?
Where's Germany, do you
I don't
think?
know, actually. Maybe that's like a village.
You've actually seen more of the world than me.
That's true, but I haven't seen a Germany. That might be a village that I didn't pass through because the Earth Kingdom's huge. I didn't see all of it.
Oh, look, I'm hurting. Not anymore, I'm not.
Prime. Oh, Night and Starlight donates $5. I forgot to ask, Azula, what did you think of my Eddie art, and what do you and Zuko think of the air nomad animals I discovered?
I loved the Eddie art. I thought it was very Fire Nation, and I thought he looked great in red.
No, I also really loved the Eddie art, and I think I remember those pictures that you were talking about with the air nomad animals. I thought they were very creative because I never even thought of how do I say those takes on the lemurs and all that. They really impressed me, Night and Starlight. So thank you for making those.
Absolutely.
It's around 2 a.m. in Germany, just so you know, says Cloudy.
Take a super stim pack.
Prime Minister Retsuko says, I was hoping so hard that she was going to say Ty Lee came up to her and kissed her.
Kissed me? My goodness, why would Ty Lee ever kiss me? That would be very strange, don't you think? Why would she do that?
I don't know. I do not know. Trevor Ricketts, oh, hold on, chat updated and I lost the question I was reading. Oh, here we are. Talon is the Dragon says, what's the difference between Azula and a bright light in the darkness? Azula is brighter.
That's true. That's true. Sorry, Lily. I didn't mean for you to catch fire.
Sotnar asks, Zuko, answer my questions. What is your and Azula's favorite desserts? I must know.
Well, what's your favorite dessert, Zuko? We have favorite ice cream.
I like ice cream.
Zuko really loves the cherry chili ice cream they serve on Ember Island. I've made it before. I could make it on this channel sometime.
She can't have it, but...
I could tell you the entire gang's favorite ice creams if you want to know. It's part of my dossiers on all of them.
That's right. She hasn't made them in a while, but I remember they're really, really fun, and they're delicious. All of them.
Why did my carrying capacity suddenly go way down? Look.
Oh, I think it's because I think a stim pack wore off, so now you're like...
No, the stim pack was what gave me the debuff. It was a super stim pack debuff, but it wore off, so... Look at my weight carrying capacity has gone way down. Oops.
Oh, eating the steak.
What about eating the steak?
I saw it went up again after you ate the...
Yes, I know! That didn't answer my question!
Oh, sorry.
Zuko, can you not hear? What's going on? I didn't ask what fixed it. I asked what caused it and why it hadn't left when it was supposed to wear off.
Sorry, my bad.
As usual.
Alright. Well, Q Kirby's has a question for you, but I don't know if I want to hear its answer.
What is it?
Azula rates Zuko out of how powerful he is.
Powerful in what way?
They did not specify. Kirby's, could you please specify what you mean by powerful?
Like, do they mean as a warrior, a fighter bender, as a sword fighter? Do they mean as a political leader, your political power?
I asked them to,
Power can
specify.
mean many things.
Multipower says, I would love to kiss Azula. I mean, what?
Don't flatter me, I was never even a player.
James A. Riley says, I believe German-E is the far-off land where they built ED-E.
Oh, that makes sense. I believe it.
Prime Minister Retsuko says, Azula, your reaction says everything. That 100% did happen at some point, didn't it?
What 100% happened at what point?
I think they're referring to you, the whole Ty Lee going up and kissing you thing.
No. It would have been nice, but no.
Sotnar asks, do the dossiers have recipes?
Yeah, they do. Do you want me to tell you everyone's favorite ice cream flavors? I could tell you. Name someone from the gang and I'll tell you their favorite ice cream flavor.
Oh, Cute Kirby specified. They were asking combat skills on how to rate how powerful I am.
I mean, Zuko's actually very skilled. Zuko's problem is that he only compares himself to people that have years of experience and are just better than him, and so he always is down on himself. But he's actually highly skilled, and he always has been. A bit of a late bloomer, but he also wasn't as hard of a worker as me either. Not that anyone ever wants to hear that. They want to hear that I had it easy. They don't want to hear how hard I worked, I know. Kind of kills their narrative, doesn't it?
Yes, it does, and you did work very, very hard.
Yes, I know, I was there. Working.
Hard, I hope.
You hope it was hard? What a weird thing to say to your sister.
Azula, please.
You have a problem.
Azula, please.
Do you hear this?
Azula, please.
Please what?
Calm. Relax.
I am relaxed. You're the one that sounds like you're sweating. What's wrong?
Prime Minister Retsuko responds to you saying, "Aw, no, that made me sad." Mac Attack 571 asks, Zuko, what is the worst thing Azula has ever done to you?
What is the worst thing I've ever done to you, Zuko?
I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that anymore.
Why don't we say it? You say the worst thing I ever did to you, Zuzu, and I'll and I'll say the worst thing you ever did to me.
Alright, I think I know exactly where you're going, and I already know what's gonna happen, but,
What do you mean? What's the worst thing I ever did to you?
hold on, I'm thinking.
You mean be born better than you? I think that's really all it is.
I guess shooting me with lightning that one time.
I have never shot you with lightning. What are you talking about? Never. I've never done that.
Well, okay, technically you shot at Katara.
Not technically. I shot at Katara. You jumped in front of it. I've never shot you. I wouldn't have the heart. My tender little heart. Okay, one time on a ship I kind of shot it at you, but Uncle was there and redirected it, so it doesn't really count.
But you did shoot at me.
I mean, around you, kind of, in your vicinity.
It's lightning. Vicinity is all that matters.
It didn't hit you, so we'll never know, now will we?
Only because Uncle literally grabbed the lightning barehanded, shot in the sky, and then kicked you into the water.
Something that could have killed me, by the way. At that distance, wearing that kind of armor, I could have been paralyzed for life.
I would have had much worse things to think about than paralysis if that lightning had hit me.
If you fall into the water and get paralyzed, you'll drown.
Alright, so we could say we both almost died in that event.
No, I was fine.
I mean, so was I at the end of the day.
You were fine because you got rescued. I was fine because of my own skill.
Prime Minister Retsuko donates $9.99 saying, sorry it never happened. Here's a kiss for the one she neglected to give you. Hope it's just a special smooch.
It's even more special. That's the first time someone has smooched me. I mean, I don't count Chan because forget him. Thank you, I suppose. Don't know what to say. I always thought it would be in person and not through a super chat, but I suppose a kiss is a kiss.
They literally paid you to kiss you.
As opposed to you that has to pay others to kiss you, Zuko?
Yes.
Shut up. I still love the brothel story when you first turned 16, or was it 15?
It was 16.
And Uncle tried to take you to a brothel.
And then he took Lieutenant G instead because I didn't want to go, and he's like,
But what did he say? You
well,
say,
I bought tickets for two.
oh yeah, he said I already paid for 2, so he went anyway without you.
Oh, we have a new chat member with the ridiculous name, Mistake Busted Condom Johnson.
Why do you make fun of other people's names, Zuko?
Wait, I thought
Maybe that's a family name.
a family name. Really?
Yeah,
Is
maybe
it?
they're
You have
Busted
to-
Condom
Sure,
Johnson, whatever, the
just-
third.
I was just trying to have an innocent laugh, and you have to get on me about the name.
You don't
thing.
know. It could be.
Mistake Busted Condom Johnson, is that your family name?
Yeah, it could be. What if
I'm
it is?
asking, is
What
it
if
your
he's
family
named after
name?
a beloved grandfather who tragically passed away?
Is your beloved grandfather Poke Hole Condom 69? Is that your grandfather? Did they marry to mistake? Did they get married to should have been swallowed Mary?
Should have been swallowed Mary. It should have been swallowed Marie. Say it right.
Well, I can't say it right because, you know, they're gargling because they didn't swallow, so it comes out like Marie.
There's still power, but the casing, more important,
Anyway.
explains why my
Anyway.
reaction to this group of Night Stalkers hasn't come up with it. There's only one avenue left for me.
Cloudy.
Lily's
Oh,
sentiment,
well,
certainly,
yeah.
But I've never felt it. I've told her about the possibly immediate and permanent mental damage.
She could die.
Lily already has a pre-existing condition.
Wait. I have to convince Lily to be your guinea pig?
I don't like that.
But if I don't, the rest of the Night Stalkers will go insane. Zuko, I know the point of this was to see if I could be a good person, but is there even a good answer here?
I don't...
Yep, a utilitarian one. The needs of the many or the needs of the few. Alright, sorry, Lily, I love you personally, but I can't put my needs first. Oh, I have to let her go first.
Of course, Lily. I know it's...
There she goes.
Goodbye, Lily.
The equipment is hooked up and ready. Very well. Please stand.
Please don't hurt her. I'll stand behind here, though, just in case, because of dangerous radiation. I'm a good person, though! I want you to know it was a very hard decision for me!
aggressive thoughts now. Think about smashing a rat skull. How are those readings looking, Calamity?
Who's Calamity?
I don't know, yeah.
Am I Calamity?
I also want to know who Calamity is.
Is it the name of the machine?
Are you supposed to have an assistant who's not here?
I don't understand.
All right, we're done here. Go ahead and power the stealth boy down. I'll get back to you on that in a moment, once I've analyzed the results.
Whoa.
Oh, I get it. Now he wants it for himself. I mean, I can respect that. I'm honestly not even angry at him.
My request is perfectly reasonable.
But you do the waistline affects all the mutants here, but you didn't think about that, did you?
No, I didn't. Not until now, anyway. Very well, Truman. You've made your point, and I withdraw my request.
Oh, that was easy. I suppose I really am a people person.
You really are, because that required a high speech level.
I mean, does it surprise you? It's me. Oh, there's this. Where were you?
I'd heard there were new
You, like, just appeared.
most of the time.
Oh, she's selling things. All right.
All right. Cloudy asks, Zuko, question. What happened to Lieutenant G and your crew at the Siege of the North? Don't tell me they're all dead. You kind of spent 3 years of your life with them, didn't you? I actually don't know. I never saw any of them again afterwards. I actually don't know what happened to them. They could be dead. They might have survived. I just know they were a part of the fleet because Zhao forcibly recruited them. That's a troubling thought, actually.
What's a troubling thought?
I haven't seen Lieutenant G or any of my old crew since the Siege of the North, where Zhao drafted them into service, and, you know, the Navy was completely destroyed by Aang. Well, the Ocean Spirit, technically. And I never saw him again. I don't know if Lieutenant G's alive, or if he's dead and buried in the ocean somewhere.
Ross. Thank you.
Moving on, Cloudy then asks Azula, about that, what did you do with your dummy captain?
Nice work with
Oh, he got banished. You actually can look it up. There actually is information about this. He got banished. I didn't even banish him. Ah, my science is just too low. Hold on.
No!
Hold on, let's save for a second. And we'll talk to him again. Because I think I have a magazine for this. Hold on. That's survival. Programmer's Digest. There we go. Plus science. Science plus.
Have you come to a decision?
Wait, didn't I?
Oh, 2 points short.
Take another one.
Have you come to a decision?
What?
Oh, they don't stack?
Hold on. Hold on. This doesn't make sense. Let's load.
Prime Minister Retsuko donated $1.99 saying the kiss would have been in person if possible.
Alright, I just took one. So it should take effect, and my science should be boosted. So I look at my stats, and my science... Where is it? It says 88 plus. What does that mean? Because I'm using something right now, right?
Right.
Why isn't it showing where it's boosted to? What? This doesn't make sense. I just used a magazine. Science plus 10. That's what it should do, right?
It should, unless the science was... Unless 88 is the already boosted stat.
Have you come to
That doesn't make sense. That's what it was before. Zuko, what's wrong with you?
Sorry, that's my fault for not paying attention to your science stat.
I literally just said that. Hold on. I'll show you again, apparently. Can you actually pay attention this time,
Yes,
Zuko?
I'll pay attention.
Are you just dumb or something? What's
No,
wrong
I'm not.
with you?
I was looking at chat. That's
We
my
did this
fault.
twice. Look, science is at 78, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I take this. Science is at 88.
Right.
But when I take it again, science still at 88.
Okay.
Get it?
Yes, I get it.
Wasting my time. Alright, I need my science higher before I can finish this quest, apparently. So we'll go off and raise our science a little higher. In the meantime, let's see what other quests we have. I can go kill somebody. I can go deliver a package. Where's the package going to be delivered to? All the way over here. Haven't discovered that vault yet, so I can't teleport. What about this? Don't know that. Oh, I can't pass trouble here. I have to get out. I suppose we can go take care of that package.
Okay. Let's see what chats.
Business with Dr. Henry. Don't you still have business with Dr.
Oh, and I need to get Boone back, so I suppose I should go to Novak really quick.
Oh, that makes sense.
Alright, let's go to Novak. Where was Novak again?
Prime Minister Retsuko says, "Damn, I have done 20 super chats here alone. I've never done them anywhere else."
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. It's all Zuko's fault. You should
My
really
fault?
should pay reparations to someone who supported us.
I already pay reparations to the Southern Water Tribe!
Well, I mean, you did. Your people did wipe them out, Zuko.
I'm paying, like,
Need anything?
90% of the reparations to the South Pole specifically.
I mean, you did try to wipe them out, Zuko, so it's the least you could do.
Me? Mm-hmm. I was there one time!
It's the least you could do, Zuko.
Oh, my. Grandfather was the one who spent so much time trying to raise the South Pole specifically.
And you gladly inherited his problems, so you know, you wanted the throne so badly. Congratulations,
Gladly
it's yours.
inherited his problems.
You wanted it so badly.
Oh.
Congratulations. I hope it's everything you hoped it would be.
Objective AJ is back, saying, "To be fair, you also did taunt him after he took the shot, Azula." Oh, that's referring to the whole shot lightning at me thing.
Oh, sure. I mean, I taunted him. Is that a crime?
Trevor Rickett says, "Here's 1,000 smooches for Princess Azula." No, taunting's not a crime, by the way.
1,000 smooches. Make it 10,000. 10,000 smooches.
Cloudy saying, "OMG, May roast." Mistake Busted Condom Johnson says, "Sorry, my family name is Mistake."
You see, Zuko? You see? Making fun of other people's family names. Aren't you ashamed of yourself?
Well, okay, at least they have a family name.
Alright. Boone's back. Let's go. That's why we have matching hats, because we're friends.
Friendship berets.
Yeah.
I think that's what they call them.
We have friendship hats and everything, because we're best friends.
Sotnar says, "I'd give Azula 1,000,000 smooches and cuddles."
So in our culture, you can just say 10,000 kisses, because 10,000 is kind of a placeholder number that means like infinite or unquantifiable. So you can just say, "I'd give you 10,000 kisses," for what it's worth.
Now, you probably would not believe your eyes if 10,000 fireflies.
Zuko,
Yes, Azula.
you're so cringe.
Come
You
on,
are
I had
so
to. It was right there. It was
unbelievably
right
cringe.
there. I had to.
You might be the most cringe person I know.
Look, if I didn't do it, someone in chat would have.
Zuko,
Yes, Azula.
you are so unbelievably cringe.
Fine, I took the cringe bullet. I admit it. Talon is the Dragon says, "I would marry Azula, wife material for sure."
True.
James A. Riley asks, "I wonder how many people in chat are invested in the game and how many are just here for the banter and lore."
Aren't we all invested together?
I mean, I certainly am.
I don't know. I want to exit Freeside, actually.
Trevor Rickett says, "Azula, stop cutting Zuko off."
What, like in traffic?
That's kind of hard considering you don't drive. You just have other people drive for you, like the princess.
Well, obviously, why would I drive by myself? That doesn't make any sense.
Your royalty, I get it. It's Mad says, "I'm here for lore and banter." Trevor Ricketts asks, "Are you a good person, Azula?"
I mean, I'm sure trying to be, but let me tell you, I'm being tested.
Mistake Busted Condom Johnson says, "I'm here just in case Ty Lee shows up."
Do you think she will? I could invite her. Do you guys want me to invite Ty Lee sometime? I can invite Ty Lee and May, actually.
Prime Minister Retsuko says, "Zuko, ignore my super chat until later. It's not the time for it." What?
I mean, we could have Daddy come on stream if Zuko's willing to let him out of prison long enough.
I would bring him on if we're both here to keep
He's
an eye on
saying
him.
that, but every single time I put in a request, he's like, "We can't let him out. He's a dangerous prisoner." I'm Zuko, and I'm scared of my dad.
The last request was at a very tenuous time, but
It's always a tenuous time. It's going to be tenuous for the rest of our lives. You're overseeing the reconstruction after a 100-year war. We're never going to live in easy times. Deal with it.
okay.
For what it's worth, kids, stealing is A-okay.
Cute Kirby says it's 1:30 a.m. for me right now in a village in the Earth Kingdom called England. Uncle Ira would love this place because it's full of tea.
Whatever. Are you... Get lost.
Well, alright.
I didn't want to fight. I just wanted to talk to her.
Maybe she'll be more talkative in the morning? Oh wait, it is morning. Never mind.
She's rude. Alright, where was I going?
Night in Starlight says Azula is the embodiment of the Speech 100 meme.
They're not wrong. Last stream I was talking a lot about what it's like to live with Daddy. And something I really wanted to impress upon people is that if you have this perception of him as always being like this mustache twirling, I'm going to be mean to you for no reason, that's not accurate. The thing about Daddy that makes him so difficult to deal with is that sometimes he is genuinely charismatic. He does things that makes you want his approval.
I interrupt you just to mention we have 2 super chats. Night in Starlight donates $2 saying, if you want to see a death claw, head to the quarry. And Uncle Rizzo donates $5 saying, what's good in the hood, Zuko?
Well, answer him, Zuko. What is good in the hood?
Well, what's good in the hood...
Somebody got vaporized out here. Look at this.
What's good in the hood, Uncle, is that, I don't know how to answer that question without sounding incredibly cultural appropriating.
What are you talking about? Whose culture are you appropriating?
The hoods.
Zuko, do you think before you speak words, or do you just, do they just tumble out of your mouth and you pray to Agni that they're going to be good ones?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
That literally was me trying to think of being careful with the words I say, because I don't know how to describe what's good in the hood.
Oh, Zuko, you're so unbelievably cringe. I'm trying to understand what I'm looking at here. So this bridge on the map, that's this. Okay. So then this over here, I have to go that direction over there.
Yes, they really want us to invite Ty Lee. Phoenix Battler says, please keep being cringe, Zuko. More content for Pie's video. James A. Riley says, I see your 10,000 and raise you 10,001. Multipower says, also you deserve all of these smooches, Azula, and that's saying a lot for me since I have a loving partner that also deserves a lot of smooches.
I will send smooches to you and your partner, so it's nice and even.
Trevor Rickett says, Azula, I give you 11 million smooches. Night and Starlight says, having Ty Lee and May here would be amazing.
I could probably get at least one of them. I'll have to see what their schedules are like. They're very busy.
Talon says, I want Aang to join stream. Where are those shots coming from? Oh,
Eddie's just killing scorpions, you know.
that makes sense.
He's like a little dog chasing gophers.
Satnar says, do an Azula...
Damn it, I lost track of the person I was looking at.
Damn. Sorry about that. Satnar says, do an Azula and Ty Lee stream. Ty Lee hasn't seen the glorious realm of New Vegas yet.
Oh, maybe I am.
Games with me. I wasn't informed there was such a thing as possible. Now the
I got money out of him.
You did.
Huh. Then our business.
Boone, are you trying to shoot the guy we were just...
No, it was other people. Can I pickpocket him? No, there's danger.
Whoa. What is that?
Some kind of weird lizard. Who cares?
Like, lizard crocodile looking guy.
Oh, don't stress out about it, Zuko.
James A. Riley says, I want your mysterious and probably incredibly attractive music guy to join stream.
He is incredibly attractive and mysterious. That's true. All musicians are. You know that Ember Island play about the boy in the iceberg?
Yeah.
There's this one character in it. I'm pretty sure they made it up. He's fictional, named Jet, I always thought he was incredibly attractive.
Oh no, Jet's real.
What do you mean Jet's real?
I met him. Like, I knew the guy that he's supposed to be.
You met a fictional character.
No, like, I met the guy who he's based off of.
Okay, you met the guy he's based off of.
Yeah, he's dead.
Whatever you say, Zuko. How convenient. He's dead.
He tried to out me and Uncle and Bossing Say as firebenders, and so I had to have a sword fight with them in the city until the Dai Li showed up and kidnapped them.
Zuko, if that's true, how are you still alive?
Because I beat him.
You beat him.
In the sword fight, yes.
Without firebending.
Yes.
Okay, you say so.
You know how good I am with swords.
You are good with swords.
This guy used hook swords.
So he has the advantage.
Well, even with that advantage, he didn't beat me.
If you say so. Oh, who's causing trouble in Freeside now?
And the only reason he even figured out that we were firebenders is because Uncle, wise old Uncle, decided that cold tea was such an abomination that he heated it up himself after announcing how cold it was.
I mean, that's classic Uncle. What happened?
Keep your guns to yourself. There won't be any trouble.
What do you guys shoot this guy for? Oh, he was just some thug.
Probably tried to rob him.
You're the one who's been going around helping.
That guy like ran up. He was like, here.
Everybody's saying Uncle Rizzo's name is glorious.
It is glorious. I love it. Much better than my real uncle.
Alright, chat, I apologize for being behind. I was trying to take extra care to read as many of you guys
I've
as
told
possible,
you, Chad, Zuko's
but it
really
has
bad
gotten
at
very
this
behind.
job. He's so bad at his job.
Prime Minister Retsuko dated a $1.99 saying, screw numbers, I give as many switches as you like. Alright, you know what? To make up for it, I'm just gonna skip ahead to the live chat. Whatever anybody said before this, I apologize. 9 Starlight says, Jet discovered a rock in a hard place. Cloudy says to anyone in chat from England, my condolences for your loss at the Cup. Oh, I guess that other village, Spain, must have won. I heard about that.
Good for them.
Good for Spain. Nerdy Dragon says, question for Zuko. Did you ever do girly stuff with your little sisters? Dress up tea parties, playing with dolls? No. I just did the very girly thing of sticking close to mom all the time.
Okay, do you want to hear a funny story about that, actually?
Oh, before you start, 9 Starlight donated $2 saying, all I've ever had is cold tea. Tell Iroh I'm sorry.
There's nothing wrong with that. Cold tea is perfectly valid. Don't let Uncle brainwash you. Anyway, if you want to hear a funny story, one of those times where Daddy actually tried to parent, and he went up to Zuko, and he tried to, like, you know, teach Zuko how to roughhouse, how to be a man, how to do men's things, play sports and all that. And Zuko was just terrible at it, because he never even played with boys his age. Zuko just wanted to hang out with Mom all day. So, you know, he kept crying that it was too rough, he didn't like it, so on and so forth. Hold on. Anyway, so after a while, well, Zuko, you tell him your part.
Okay, so after a while, Azula had to start actually, like, including me in their
No,
things.
you're not. That's not the story I'm talking about.
Sorry.
How do you not remember this?
Sorry, catch me up one more time.
You weren't listening, were you?
Sorry, I was reading chat.
Yeah, you weren't listening. That's what I
I
thought.
wasn't listening.
You don't listen. All right, listen. Last time I'm telling you.
Okay.
It was that time where Daddy tried, one of those times where Daddy tried really hard to be a dad for like 5 seconds before he gave up and said we were terrible, as he always did.
Right.
And so he really tried to like play with you, but you know, all the games he tried to play were too rough and were getting you to cry because, you know, you were very fragile as a child. You just wanted to hang out with Mommy. You didn't even want to play with other kids your age.
Right.
And so, after a while of this, Daddy thinks, okay, maybe he wants to play girls' games. So he tries to do a tea party. And Zuko starts crying, being like, this is a girl game. I don't want to play a girl game. And so Daddy was like, all right, fine, Zuko. What do you want to play? And so Zuko took Daddy to go feed the turtle ducks with him. And so Daddy was just sitting there baffled, being like, how is this more masculine than the tea party? I don't understand.
That's right. And then he goes to you to play dolls.
Well, yeah, so he comes to me later, and he's like, all right, you probably want to have a tea party, right? And I'm sitting there being like, why would I want to have a stupid tea party and play dress up? So he's confused, and he's like, all right, what do you want to do? And so we went over, and I was throwing bread at the ducks as hard as I could, and Dad thought that was so much more fun than what you were doing, and we just pelted ducks with bread.
And then I think I remember I came up with us like, why are you doing that? The poor ducks!
It was pretty good.
Reach for the sky, lady.
Oh, right, this kid.
I want his gun.
10 more barter.
Maybe I can raise it.
Maybe they're... Yeah.
Hold on. Where is my... I just thought that was funny.
No, it is. I admit it is funny.
How did you not remember what I was talking about?
Sorry, that's because I got distracted by trying to keep up with chat and everything, so I just zoned out. That's my fault. I just completely zoned out.
What else is new with you? I need to raise my barter. I cannot find where the stupid atomic wrangler is. Yes, just give me your adulation. Fine.
Oh, they gave you cactus fruit!
Oh, great. He's trying to get me high, apparently.
James A. Riley is saying there is a distinct difference between iced tea and cold tea. As someone who's had both, yes,
Zuko,
there is a...
It's happening again.
Oh, no, not again.
I'm hallucinating.
I see it too. I see it too.
It's talking to me.
It's talking... Okay.
It's talking to me.
Okay, I don't hear the voice, but I do
It
see
sounds like Mother.
Okay, get away.
Oh, God, it sounds like Mother.
Get away from it. Get away from it. I thought you'd like to know Sun is looking over in concern.
Hi, Sun.
And then she went back to sleep. Okay.
Where's Moon?
Moon, last I checked, he's right behind us.
Hi, Moon. Where the hell is the Atomic Wrangler? I'm having the hardest time finding this place right now.
Alright, Talon is going to bed. Good night, Talon.
Good night, Talon.
Night and Starlight says they've never had iced tea. Cute Kirby's is also going since it's at 1:53 a.m. here in the England village. Night and Starlight says Zuko can't multitask. Valid.
Invalid. I can.
Prime Minister Retsuko says, tragically, I must depart. Love you guys and appreciate what you do as always. Extra kisses, my queen. I'm going to be honest.
I'm going to miss them.
I've seen a lot of women who can multitask. I have not really seen guys who can multitask.
I mean, it's not your fault you have an incomplete chromosome.
I wish I could dispute that, but that's just factually correct. It's also killing itself.
Deleting itself.
Not
killing itself.
Objectively, AJ says, oh, so the Agni Kai was just Ozai roughhousing and Zuko was just being a drama queen.
Daddy was weird. He would have those phases where he would try, you know.
Why is everyone getting on my case about burning my son's face off? I was just playing around.
That's a pretty good daddy. Yeah, Zuko and I have pretty good impressions of mom and dad. If you want us to, we can talk just like them.
We can. You could super chat it if you want us to say like something specific, or just ask us nicely. It doesn't really matter. We'll do it because we like you guys.
I mean, this is the only source of income I have right now since I'm crazy. So thank you. I appreciate it.
She's not lying. These streams are her main job right now. Satnar says, rest easy, fellow Azula lovers. I shall hold the line and ensure she has more smooches, cuddles, and love than she could ever want. James A. Riley says, I can multitask pretty well. I play keyboard and trumpets at the same time with my band sometimes. Okay, so that's the first man I've seen who's really good at multitasking, and of course it's a musician.
Maybe you're just bad at it, Zuko. Maybe it's just you.
Well, if I'm the only person in the world who's bad at multitasking, can't I just use that as an excuse? Like, I'm the only person who can't multitask? Cut me some slack?
Well, then you would have to admit you're not qualified to be Fire Lord if you're the only person in the world who can't multitask.
Sokka!
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, hold on.
Just the person I was looking for.
Yeah?
Your name came up in discussion.
I like your voice.
Very impressive.
Jean-Baptiste Cutting.
I'm going to give you... No. That's not how it worked.
I'm in.
All right, then. If we're going... Recently, Glory negotiated a deal between us.
All right, more caps.
Your part in this is simple. To finalize this deal, her name is Rose of Sharon Castle. That's some fancy shit. But this girl and I, we need to have a discussion. Fuck no. Still, there's someone... She keeps tapping. If your answer isn't yes, I'll bring her here, or no, I won't. I got business here. Besides, if I came for the girl, I'm not all friendly and charming like you. You don't want us chatting. And if you can't bring her here, then you're no use to me. Find her, bring her back here so we can talk.
I have a distinct feeling that they're going to do some bad things to that girl.
Probably.
So the question is, do I bring her to them or not?
They do seem to want more parent impressions. Cloudy asked, what's more uncomfortable for each of you, playing your mom or dad?
Mom.
Yeah, I'd say Azula playing mom's the most uncomfortable.
But for Zuko, it's probably daddy. All right. Let's try it again. You do your best, daddy. I'll do my best, mom, and they can tell us who did it better. There's a man in this trash can. Just another day.
Man,
Just another day.
Well, at least they put him where he belongs. Alright, someone in the chat give me a line that Dad said. Any line.
Can you really not come up with one?
I'm trying to engage with chat.
I can come up with one.
I know you can. I'm just trying to engage with chat. Like, it's not that I can't. I'm just trying to make chat feel more involved.
You're so bad at this, Zuko.
Okay, I'm bad at this.
I know.
Okay. That's not what
You agreed before you realized it. Oh, Zuko. Never change.
Satnar says I can multitask, though probably not right now as it's 2 a.m. I think multitasking comes inherent to drummers. Satnar, are you saying that you drum? Like, I'm actually asking, are you saying you're a drummer? Uncle Rizzo says with all of this money you are earning, you could buy some fire flakes.
So Zuko's favorite food is actually, he really loves Komodo chicken, but his favorite snack is Sizzle Crisps. True story. That's canon. Look it up.
She tends to call Sizzle Crisp Zuko bait sometimes.
Yeah, I do. I'm like, hey, we gotta get some Zuko bait.
Night Starlight says, Zuko Azula, I am making y'all stained glass art. Wish me luck.
Oh my gosh, that sounds
Like,
gorgeous.
yeah, holy shit.
Some people are just talented. Can you even imagine that, Zuko? I bet you can't.
No.
Being that talented.
James A. Riley says, unrelated, is it true that Lao Beifong once tried to steal the Declaration of Harmony Restoration?
I've heard that, but I don't know where that joke comes from, to be honest with you.
I don't know. Apparently, all I was able to figure out is that apparently Lao Beifong's face looks
like a thief?
Like a famous art thief, yeah.
If I had to guess, Toph probably started that rumor to make her dad sound good. Hey, Zuko, do the wolves get fed?
No, let me
you
feed the
should go
wolves.
feed them. They're hungry.
That's
so cruel. You don't even care.
What do you mean I don't? Chad, I'll be back. I gotta feed Sun, and Moon.
All right, here's the part where I pretend to listen to the peasants because I'm a good person. Pretend to check his wares.
Dinner.
Wait, actually, there's one thing I actually want to check. Do you have any magazines for... Actually, I could check like this. What is this? Does this give me anything? There's these books here, but do they give me things? Oh, here we go. Unarmed. Energy weapons. No, none of those. That's not what I'm looking for. Never mind.
I'm glad to see you.
All right, let's get into some trouble here.
Welcome to the Crimson. Deliver this invoice to Dr.
Everyone has things for me to do.
Coincidentally, I believe Cass Freak.
There we go. That was easy. Wow, she's just letting me rifle through her information. That's interesting. They're trying to get Henry Jameson to resign. Okay. Alright, that's enough. I'm bored. So that's it. You don't have any more information about the person they're looking for. Great. I'm not trying to open the desk. I'm trying to look at the... Will I get in trouble if I try to unlock it?
Hello there. Welcome to the Crimson.
Now you are the best well-dressed man in the West. Look at you.
The name's Hostin.
Who are you? Do you want a kiss?
You know, hiring isn't really my...
Well, you're no help at all. Never mind. I thought you were interesting. Now I realize you're a patsy. the star bottle cap. Alright, so here's the question. If I unlock that terminal, will I get in trouble? I'm detected.
Alright, I'm coming back.
I'm detected.
Ugh.
I guess I'm gonna have to do it later when people aren't watching, because he's watching me.
That guy's actually dressed rather nicely.
That's what I said!
Oh!
Did you feed the dogs, the wolves?
Yes, I did. The girl is a little picky right now, but she ate most of her food. I'll get back to her after the stream.
Well,
for
she's
the last
always
little bit of it.
picky.
Anyway, let me catch up on chat. Night and Starlight is screaming, "Why are y'all eating the Komodo rhinos?"
Actually, true story. When Zuko went to visit Uncle in prison, he actually says, "I brought you Komodo chicken." He really does.
Yeah, no, we do eat it. It's a real food.
Yeah.
There's a cookbook somewhere where it shows you teaches you how to make it.
True story. If you want to feel more like you have dragon's breath, instead of chili, use white pepper, and it gives you more of a, like, back of the throat kind of heat.
With less of the pain.
Well, it depends on how much you use.
That's true. Trevor Ricketts asks, "Hey Zuko, can you and Azula sing a song named More Than Anything?" I don't know that song.
How does it go?
Yeah, like...
We can sing a song, we just have to know it.
We at one point, we were at an event where we did sing Anything You Can Do, I Can Do Better with each other.
I'm a fool if you've got the cap.
A new chat member called Overflowing with Ideas says, "Azula, I pledge my life to you." Oh, okay, and they have some lines for me to say as dad. Cloudy says, "Prove to me you're not worthless, Zuko." Oh, okay. Oh, you want me to say this when he said to Aang? "You're weak, just like the rest of your people. They did not deserve to exist in this world, in my world. Prepare to join them. Prepare to die!" There you go. There's my dad impression.
That's alright.
Satnar says they used to be a drummer, but they haven't been in years.
The empathy synthesizer will allow you to more easily...
Oh, even more dad
Wow,
lines.
these implants are expensive.
Jeez. "The universe has delivered you to me as an act of providence."
It'll be...
"Zuko, you've got to feed the animals. Remember what happened to your sister when you didn't feed her?" says Uncle Rizzo.
I still think my impression is better.
Alright, do you want them to give lines of mom for you, or do you just want to do
I
your
was saying my uncle impression is better.
Oh, no, I agree. Your uncle impression is actually better than mine.
My uncle impression goes, "Zuko, drink tea and get fat!" Because it's true.
That's actually grown on me now.
Because it's exactly what he sounds like. You used to get mad, but it's the truth.
Overflowing with Ideas says, "Call me Sokka because I mastered Riz bending."
Ooh, I will.
Here, Overflowing, you should say it more like this. "Call me Sokka because I mastered Riz bending."
Alright, Zuko, since you couldn't sing the song that they wanted you to sing because you're incompetent, how about you sing a different song for them?
I would... What song? I would need a song.
Sing a song that you know.
Shit. Alright.
Are you really this bad you can't make decisions? That's not a good quality in a leader,
Well,
Zuko.
coming up with songs to sing on the spot, it's nerve-wracking, alright? Like, let me catch up.
Not really, no.
I'm not you. I don't have songs, like, set in the fucking crossbow thing that I could just, like, prime back and then fire off at a moment's notice. I know you do. That's why I said I'm not you. I could ask you to sing something and you would have a song, like, prepped from 5 minutes ago because you, like, were exploring the possibility of this exact question coming up.
Yeah, that sounds like me.
Yes, it does.
So are you going to sing a song for them?
Yes, let me catch up with chat so I can have time to think of one.
Zuko will never be caught up in chat with you in charge.
So,
remember how when you were playing and I was doing chat, we were always caught up in chat?
You know, that was also because we didn't have as big of a dedicated audience yet because, you know...
Excuses, Zuzu. Excuses.
I was about to say, a lot more people show up for Azula than they do for Zuko.
I mean, also true, but it's still excuses. Oh, come on.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. Anyway, Nerdy Dragon says More Than Anything song for Hazbin Hotel. Okay, I've heard of it, but
He doesn't have time to watch TV. He's so busy all the time.
What Oh, Satnar asks what breed are the wolves. You'd have to ask Sokka, unless Azula knows
They're
them.
these wolf cubs that he found and we've been raising. So I've been spending some time in the Southern Water Tribe because, you know, they're industrializing, they're becoming their own little mini nation and all that. They have to learn how to do trade agreements and all that. You know, a lot of them aren't even fully educated since, you know, they didn't have schools when the Fire Nation was raiding them. So they need some help, and since I have no enemies there, unlike in the Earth Kingdom and Fire Nation, sometimes I go there for a while, help them out. Also, Hakoda is very handsome and very daddy, and sometimes he pets my head and he says, "You did a very good job, Azula. You know, you're the same age as my daughter," and I'm just like, adopt me, marry me, I don't know, pick one. Wait, I didn't say that part, did I?
No, you said that whole part out
No,
loud.
I didn't. Stop lying.
You did. It's on stream.
Whatever. You're lying.
You can check the stream later.
It's not true if I said it's not true.
If you say so.
Mm-hmm. That is indeed how it works.
All right, chat. You want me to sing something? You want me to sing something? Then I have a question for you. How many of you know what Phantom of the Opera is?
You're gonna sing something from that? Isn't that really hard?
Well, I've been practicing.
Shouldn't you sing something easier?
Do you know? Okay, I won't.
I just don't want you to mess up and then beat yourself up. I mean, I believe in you.
No, it's all right. I'll think of something easier.
No, go ahead, sing it. I just was surprised. You're usually so shy.
No, I am. Like, I'm not exactly thrilled to be doing this, but chat wants it, so...
Well, you don't have to pick the hardest song you know, Zuzu. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to discourage you.
I just feel bad because chat's recommending a bunch of songs and I've heard of 0 of them. Well, okay, there's one I heard of from like High School Musical 2, but that's been so long ago and I don't remember it.
What's High School Musical 2 and why do you know what it is?
It's a really old play for children about kids going to a Fire Nation school, except they can burst into song randomly. The protagonist is this one person who's really athletic, like probably the best athlete that they've got, except he meets a girl who is incredibly intelligent.
You are totally missing the point of my question.
Oh, you're asking how do I know it because I was banished.
More, why do you, ahead of state, watch something called High School Musical? Also, you didn't even get to attend high school. You got banished at 13.
Well, the play I saw when I was a child is what I'm trying to say. That's why I haven't seen it in forever, because I was a child. I just remember it. Kind of. Not the song, but the plot.
What's on Jean?
Oh.
Either that.
Well, it's Mads. You actually did suggest a song I do know how to sing. They said I should sing Never Give You Up, please. That would be hilarious.
Don't even. If the
Alright, go ahead, sing it.
James A. Riley says, yes, Phantom of the Opera is a hard show. Do something easier, like Ghost of the Musical.
if you're looking to caravan.
Well, you gonna sing?
Yeah, I am. I'm mentally prepping myself. Just give me a moment. All right.
You come around like a bad habit.
Once you're done with this cutscene, I'll kick it off.
If you were looking for someone to caravan with.
So I have to convince her to come here, but she won't until her paper's clear. Alright. I have to now do. Why do all these peasants just give me things to do? Is this what it was like the entire time you were banished? Peasants just give you quests and you just have to do them?
Well, they tried to. I always blew them off, but then Uncle accepted them and did them anyway.
Being a good person is so frustrating. I hate this. I want to go back to being a villain.
You should have seen the time Uncle derailed my main quest of capturing the Avatar for a side quest that he sent me on. He sent me on his own side quest. You want to know what it was? He was missing his White Lotus tile.
Oh my gosh.
He derailed...
Let's just go sing your song.
Alright, I'll tell you later. I'll tell you the story later. Alright. So let's say you clicked on something and you got rickrolled and then you start hearing this. We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. A full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
That's pretty
There
good,
you go.
Zuzu. That's
Thank
not
you.
too bad,
Thank
actually.
you. Thank you. There you go. There
You
go.
sound a lot like him when you sing like that, actually.
Anyway, that's embarrassing, but I hope you guys had fun with that. It's very, very embarrassing.
Well, you're the musically gifted one. You play the Sungi horn even better than you sing, if you would ever admit you can play the Sungi horn.
I don't play Sugi horn.
Right.
No, Azula, I don't play it.
Yeah, you don't. Not that you can't.
Exactly.
I know.
Satnar says it's okay, Azula. Even if you stop being a good person, return to villainy, we'll still love you. And then they said that was a very good Rick Astley impression, actually. Multipower says, yeah, that was some actual good singing. Nineside says, hell yeah, hit those notes.
I'm telling you, Zuzu can actually sing.
Cloudy says, oh, Zuko, that was nice to our ears. Zuko's singing voice sounds nothing like his actual voice. Zuko Rickroll chat. This is.
But that
Pete
wasn't his
fucking-
normal singing voice. He was doing a Rick Astley impression. That's why it doesn't sound anything like his normal singing voice. Or speaking voice.
There's a reason I don't sing with my regular voice. It's because if I don't change it, it doesn't really harmonize very well. Like, raindrops are falling on my head, but that don't mean my eyes will soon be turning red.
I can't believe
Crying's
you're singing.
not for me.
You used to be so
'Cause
shy.
I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining. And I don't know the lyrics from that part forward.
That is
That's-
crazy that you're singing right now.
That is why I don't use my actual voice for the
all
singing.
those years of mom trying to get you to sing in front of people and you would not. And now look at you. You've changed.
Thank you.
That's so interesting. What changed you, I wonder? Obviously it wasn't the power of love because May dumped you. Good for her.
Maybe it was the power of frustration.
The power of being dumped.
The power of the power of not sleeping for
The
a
power
year.
of no bitches.
The power of maidenlessness.
Of maidenlessness.
Mr. Reverso, another new chat member, asks, Zuko, is there any unusual stories that you have from the 3 years at sea prior to Aang's return? So the thing is, unlike Azula, you guys already know most of my stories. In fact, if you go watch episode 4 of the Book Restoration Project, you'll see how my life was when I started being banished, and it goes through a lot of the internet. But, like, the unfortunate thing is, you guys basically saw most of the interesting adventures I had when I was chasing Aang. Like, the only person I could really tell it to is Azula, because wasn't there for most of them. There's the brothel story, but other than that, not a lot really happened. I was chasing Aang. Uncle would constantly, like, derail things for a festival here, or some special food there, or, a special, like, town that brews tea, funnily here. And I would just blow him off. I'd ignore him. I'd go do my own thing. He would do... Like, Uncle would have all the stories because I was always just blowing off all of the side quests because I only cared about the main quest. And I need water because my voice is starting to die.
Go get water. I'll sing for them and entertain them.
Yeah, actually, they were saying they want you to sing now.
Okay, do they have a song or do I just pick one?
Chat, come up with a song, or Azula will pick one herself.
Fine, I'll just pick one. I'm not like you. I can make decisions.
Alright, well then decide.
Alright, but keep in mind, chat, Zuko's the musically gifted one, not me. I spent too much of my time learning to be my father's living weapon, so not a lot of room for singing, but I'll try. This is my street. Smile at the faces I've known all my life. They regard me with pride, and everyone's sweet. They say you're going places. So how can I say that when I was away, I had so much to hide? Hey guys, it's me. The biggest disappointment, you know. The kid couldn't hack it, she's back, and she's walking real slow. Welcome home. Just breathe. Just breathe. As the radio plays old forgotten boleros, I think of the days when the city was mine. I remember the praise, ay te adoro, te quiero. The neighborhood wave said, Azula, be brave, and you're gonna be fine. Maybe it's me, but it all feels like lifetimes ago. So what do I say to these faces that I used to know? Hey, I'm home. When I was a child, I laid wide awake, climbed to the highest place on every fire escape, desperate to climb. I got every scholarship, saved every dollar, the first to beat the college. How do I tell them why I'm coming back home with my eyes on the horizon? Just me and my stupid Lieutenant G asking G, Zula, what will you be? Straighten the spine, smile at the neighbors, everything's fine, everything's cool, the standard reply, lots of tests, lots of papers, smile, wave goodbye, and pray to the sky. Oh God, what will my father say? Can I go in there and say, I know that I'm letting him down?
That was beautiful, Azula.
I was just acting, I don't actually care.
Anyway, Night and Starlight says, you're gifted in singing, Azula. Multipower says, Azula, you have a beautiful singing voice. You absolutely cannot change my mind. It's Mad says, you're great at singing, Azula.
It's alright.
Multipower says, I would be lured with your beautiful singing, Azula.
I kind of gave up on it that one time Daddy came to an actual recital just to tell me, he couldn't believe he wasted his time on that, so...
Well, Satnar says, damn, that's amazing, Azula. You have one hell of a singing voice.
They don't have to lie to
James
be nice
A. Riley
to me.
says, you've always had a fantastic singing voice. Nerdy Dragon Fan says, why is Azula the so freaking amazing best singer, best at improving, best actor? I think he meant to say improving.
I wish...
Nine Starlight says, amazing.
If only I could be. Maybe he would have actually wanted to attend one. I mean, Mother went to all of your Sungi horn recitals, but Father came to, one of mine, and he wasn't impressed.
Dapper Deep Sea Diver says, not the musically inclined one, my ass.
Well, according to our family. Uncle loved singing and tried to get Zuzu to sing with him. You don't see me getting invited to that. Then again, most of his songs are pretty gross about having lovers in every city and all that, so maybe he just didn't think it was appropriate for his niece.
I think even the 4-season song is, has...
Have you heard the full version of that song? It's horrible.
You showed it to me once.
Yeah. It's about a guy that has a different lover in every nation, and they don't know. And every season he goes to be with a different one. It's a horrible song. It's Uncle's favorite. It's terrible. It really is. It's a soldier's song. That's why.
Yeah, it's a soldier song.
What is it? Winter, spring, summer, and fall. 4 seasons, 4 loves. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. 4 seasons, 4 loves. And then he describes each one. He's like, in the Earth Kingdom I met a girl, her hair it fine and curled. And the Earth Kingdom she was so fine, I took her. I don't remember the whole thing.
It's okay.
But then he goes through all the different nations. And the Earth Kingdom girl was so refined. The Water Tribe girl had the greatest spirit, and she was the most adaptable. The Earth Kingdom girl was the one that would never give up and couldn't be broken. The Fire Nation girl was the one that was fierce, and her strength was unmatched through all of his years. And then the Air Nomad girl, I believe, was the biggest free spirit of them all. If I remember the song. It's been a while.
Night and Starlight says, Azula, no, you gotta not care about what they say. Ozai is the kind of person to beat you down to keep you in control, even minor things. Multipower says, also, hashtag cheating is bad.
I mean, it depends on what you're cheating on. Cheating on people, always wrong.
Nerdy Dragon fans says, I remember so many messed up songs from Army ROTC.
Yeah, exactly. Tell them. People don't believe me that Uncle used to sing some messed up songs.
Anyway, I'm going to give you a break. I'll actually sing a song again for them now.
All right, what is it?
One I chose. All right. Here you go, chat. Since Azula gave you a full song. I've been through 10 high schools. They start to get blurry. No point planning routes, cause you're gone in a hurry. My dad keeps 2 suitcases packed in the den, so it's only a matter of when. I don't learn the names, don't bother with faces. All I can trust is this concrete oasis. Seems every time I'm about to despair, there's a 7-Eleven right there. Each store is the same, from Las Vegas to Boston. Linoleum aisles that I love to get lost in. I pray at my altar of slush. Yeah, I live for that sweet frozen rush. Freeze your brain. Suck on that straw, get lost in the pain. Happiness comes when everything numbs. Who needs cocaine?
What's cocaine?
Freeze your brain. I have no idea. Freeze your brain.
Hey, Zuzu, I have a question for you.
What's that, Azula?
That secret tunnel song that you and Toph were talking about the other day. Do you know how the full version goes? Because I looked it up after I heard you two talking about it. I know it's an Earth Kingdom song, so we didn't grow up with it.
No, but I didn't. And I looked it up, because when you don't know the full version, the one that, at least the only version that Sokka and the gang know.
Yeah, they only knew a partial version.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a lot, but I did look up the full version one time, and it's way more in depth than you think it would be.
Wait. That's enough.
I don't remember it, but I did remember. But when I did know it, I was like, oh my spirits, this is a lot.
Here's the list.
Overflowing with ideas says, have you seen Azula? Her Riz is peak. And then Night Star responds with, I am immune to Riz. Overflowing with ideas says, the sharp outfit line makes me swoon. Zuko, are you following your bedtime schedule? Says Uncle Rizzo. I'm like, Uncle, it's nowhere near time.
Ooh, I found an audio log. Look.
Oh.
Private Morales has asked you to find and retrieve the corpse of her dead husband. This isn't even a quest for some reason, but it should be.
Maybe this is one of those quests where you have to actually, do parts of it before it registers as a quest. I've noticed that a couple times.
I feel awful for her. Her husband died and they didn't even bring back his corpse, and no one cares.
God, that's fucked.
Zuko, you would even understand what that's like. You don't even have a girlfriend.
You didn't have to go there.
Oh, come on. Take a joke, Zuzu.
That's all I do. Every stream is just take jokes.
Well, when you are one.
Case in point.
Don't be mad. Anyway, do they want to hear the full version of Secret Tunnel? Because we have it now.
Do you guys want to hear the full version of Secret Tunnel? It's somewhere. I'd have to go digging for it, but it's here.
Oh, I have it.
Oh, that's right. Azula has it on stand.
I told you. I went and I looked it up. Let me see if I can find it.
Night and Starlight asks Azula whose birthday is coming up.
Mine.
Yeah, it is actually hers. Sun just had their birthday.
I'm stealing from the NPR because fuck the police. They're gang control. Why are you laughing? Do you even know what that means?
No, but it sounded funny.
Zuko, you're the man. You shouldn't let... Never mind.
But I'm not the NCR, though.
Oh my gosh. Zuko!
Look, I'm allowed to laugh if you steal from the Dai Li.
Oh my gosh, you're ridiculous. Alright.
Satnar says, nah, this quest never registers. There's a few of those hidden quests in the game.
Well, I definitely want to help her. I feel awful for her.
Overflowing with Ideas has a serious question. How are y'all handling the politics of reintegrating the Fire Nation into the rest of the world?
I mean, I'm handling it fine because I'm not the one doing it.
Well, for one, I have to pay a shit ton of reparations so that the other nations can rebuild and I don't just swallow their culture whole like Aang was very afraid of. Keeping a close relation with the Avatar to make sure the world knows that, I'm not plotting anything. The whole Yudao situation is very tense. We're working on trying to make it an independent nation, but right now it's just kind of under no specific government.
Good question.
It's neither Fire Nation nor Earth Kingdom, but it's not independent either, so it's kind of weird. Nine Starlight says happy early birthday for you, Azula.
Thank you. Alright, so this guy wants me to go.
I'm going to butcher this, but Satnar says, happy birthday, Azula. La brave la shana duit. And happy birthday, Sun too. Also from Satnar.
Thank you very much.
Nine Starlight says, I can't make much right now, Azula, but I will try and make you a birthday gift.
I love all the gifts you've already made. Personally, I already consider those birthday gifts, especially Eddie. That was my favorite one because I love Eddie.
Uncle Rizzo asks, what do you two pick as toppings for your tacos?
Meat.
Meat and a nice cheese.
Meat. I don't even need the cheese. Just give me all the meat, as much of it as you can put on there. Just load it up.
I mean, I also like a...
Load it up!
I also like a fuck ton of meat on my
Aang doesn't want the meat? I'll take his meat. Load it up.
Cheese on my meat.
Give it to me like you're running out of meat and this is the last taco you're ever going to make.
Wouldn't it be a burrito at that point?
Fine, I don't care what you call it. Just put it in my mouth.
Just put the meat in Azula's mouth.
Zuko, again, why? Just phrasing.
Phrasing for what?
Never mind. If only people knew what I had to live with.
Multipower says also happy early birthday, Azula. Nine Starlight says hashtag let Zuko say fuck. Roland Kane says happy early birthday indeed, Azula. James A. Riley says, wait, Satnar, is that Irish? And then Satnar says, not bad as far as pronunciations of Irish goes from someone that doesn't speak it.
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr.
Oh, here we go. This is the one.
Oh.
From Alice. How's Crimson Caravan? Was there anything else? Wonderful. Straight to it. All right. Straight to the point. I believe
Vegetative growth. Okay.
Good.
Oh my gosh, these peasants, they talk forever!
They all have stuff to say.
Ugh.
Welcome back, Phoenix Battler. I'm sorry your internet died.
What a frustrating person, giving me all these stupid quests. Ugh, look at all these extra quests I have now!
That's a lot of quests, Azula.
Just when I thought I was getting somewhere solving these quests.
Nine Starlight says, please do not pull a me, Zuko. You will look back on this when you are my age and regret your word choice.
He's doing something.
Shit!
I am glad that... Please handle this information with
Eddie.
the utmost care. There are also several data banks with information on my research into Poseidon and...
Eddie, darling.
Hilder, this really is... Not interested. More concerned. There were a lot of mercs. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley, and he didn't mention... But now he's hired you, which means... Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich. But I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keeley and make sure she's safe.
Oh, you actually care about her.
No idea. I had a good feeling about you.
What do you mean? You were rude to me. Oh, now you'll talk to me.
Keely's brilliant and absolute. When you, I couldn't get her to say. So,
She's 200 years old.
like a Brahmin and a Deathclaw, though I'm not sure which would be which. Keely hates Hildern. She says.
Oh, I see. So she's the scientist and he's the politician. All
Okay.
right.
The director? He's not what you'd call warm. Most of the time I focus on the science and try to forget him. He sure does. Everyone.
Well, he did take credit for what I did. I just didn't call him on it.
Just a line. If Hildern tries to recruit any more mercs. My father used to say good things about them. Nowadays, Dr. Hildern trained with them. It's foul to tell the truth. Contreras is a genius. He can find almost anything you'd want.
So Night and Starlight says, remember when I said Vault 22 is awful? You're about to learn why.
Well, I suppose we'll find out.
Yeah. Also, I should mention, we've got about 25 minutes left in tonight's stream.
Well, then you know what I want to do? I want to take a break from being everybody's side quest monkey, and I want to go hang out in the sarsaparilla factory.
That is your choice to make.
It is my choice to make, as if anyone had any doubt. I've been wanting to check it out, but last time we were here, we didn't have Eddie. So, let's do this, and then we'll worry about being everybody's little errand boy. What do you say?
Sounds good. We could be here for the rest of the stream if we have fun.
Yep, let's do it. You know what I was thinking about the other day?
What do you think? What was that?
Do you remember when Lieutenant had to do those exams? Oh, wait, hold on. What is he saying? Pleased to meet ya. I see. Silly old advisory. Oh, he can't. Oh, I had to ask multiple times. Deleterious effects, including kidney damage, nausea, digital numbness, anxiety, loss of visual acuity, dizziness, occasional nosebleeds, joint inflammation, tooth decay, sore throat, bronchitis, organ rupture, and halitosis. That means bad breath, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Uncle Rizzo asked when will we have another stream. Uncle, we stream every Sunday at 4:30 p.m.
Yep. Pacific time.
Pacific time.
Cards number 2 through 10 and aces, which have a value of 1. Okay. Each time we draw a card, we add it to our total 20 with the magic number of 21. So it's like blackjack.
Okay, I can do blackjack.
Draw. So what do I have now?
You have a 7,
a 1, and a 4.
Mm-hmm.
Which
So
gives me
12.
So I'm going to draw. Ah, I got 21!
Hey!
I was so far behind, too. You're done humiliating him. Yeah, I'm done.
The thing about blackjack that confused me is sometimes an ace is 1, and sometimes it's like...
No, he explained in the beginning it was 1 for this game.
Okay, for this game it's 1.
He was trying to psych me out into quitting early, but look at that. I held my cards.
Hey, there you go.
I have to keep depositing those. All right, who's trying to shoot at me? I know there was someone trying to shoot at me around
Yeah,
here.
Eddie was like alerting for something.
Can we turn them off? Let's see if I can turn them off. Is there a computer anywhere to turn them off? Is that a cap? Doesn't look like it.
Do not be alarmed. Order will be restored soon. Please stand by.
Is it just me or is it kind of off? No, I mean when I pick something up, it's like further away than where the marker actually is.
Oh no, I have seen that a couple times.
All right, let's see. Is that mean old robot giving you a hard time, Boone? Ooh, I'll take those energy cells.
That's just what you needed.
I can't even see them. I hear them, but where are they?
I think they're...
Law-abiding citizens, please leave the area.
Oh!
Oh, there we go. Oh, I can't hit the combat inhibitor.
Night and Starlight asks if we have a family name. We actually really don't, Night and Starlight. It's kind of funny that the only, like, nobility that with a known family name is Toph Beifong.
It's not that funny at all. What do you mean? There's a reason for it.
Oh, sorry.
Zuko, do you not know it? Oh, I forget. You have a middle school education.
Are you sure you forget? Because you say it every chance you get.
No, I'm saying... Fine, I won't explain it to you.
Alright, I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, I'm not going to explain it to you. I'm not your teacher.
I apologize.
Do it yourself.
I'm sorry.
Get good.
I'm sorry.
You're terrible.
Yes, I am.
Hold on, I have to get rid of that fission battery I accidentally picked up. I just accidentally picked up a fission battery. Just, you know, by accident.
How did this happen? We're smarter than this.
Where is it? It's under miscellaneous, under ammo? I don't even know. No. What I was trying to say is, most people don't have family names because you would never need them. Most people spend their... Wow, look at how far the marker is.
What the...
Something is wrong. Look at that.
Maybe all of the hitboxes are just, like...
Weird. Anyway, what I was trying to say is, it's not unusual. Most people spend their entire lives in the communities they grew up in, so there's no need for a family name. Everybody knows who you are. Now, the reason this becomes different is usually for merchants who have to travel a lot, or for people of high nobility, like the Beifongs.
Right. But everybody knows who Zuko and
No,
Azula.
what it is that the way the Fire Nation works ever since unification is basically the Fire Lord that gains control basically is our family name. You are Zuko, grandson of or great-grandson of Sozin, essentially.
Right, right.
But since you've deposed Daddy's rule and disavowed him, you kind of are starting it over. So everyone coming after you in your new dynasty is going to be son of Zuko.
Gotcha.
Do you not even have advisors teaching you this?
It probably hasn't come up, considering I need a lot of advising on a bunch of new issues.
The fact that these robots have flamer fuel tanks is really worrying me.
Marker number 27438. Wait a minute. You look.
Uh-oh. I think I was supposed to, reprogram him. Oh, Boone just took him out.
Boone just wanted none of that.
I don't want the empty ones. I'm looting the factory. This is a great time, just walking around, stealing
No, it
sodas.
is. People in chat are discussing the history of, like, royalty and last names and everything.
But yeah, what I was saying about Lieutenant, I remember when he had to take all those tests.
That's
right. Before he joined the military. And I remember that we both asked, do we have to take those tests when we get older? And Uncle said that you would, but not me. And when I said, why not me, he realized, he felt bad, and he said, I'll tell you when you're older. But, I wasn't satisfied, so I ran off to ask Mom and Dad. And then Daddy said, well, Azula, because women don't get to serve in the Fire Nation military officers' fleet. You can be a guard at home at best. I was very upset. Anyway, So when we went to see Lieutenant, you know, you were so excited to see him. You were congratulating him on how well he did on his exams, that he definitely passed the officer's test to be an officer rather than just, you know, an ordinary footman.
Right.
And I was upset. So when Lieutenant came over to greet us and he brought us little surprises, I was very angry at him. And he kept saying, "Oh, Lala, why are you upset?" And he finally reached over to give me a big ol' hug. I didn't get hugs very often. So when he reached over, I bit his hand as hard as I could.
I do remember that.
I have to drink 42 of these to get the weight limits back down to where I need them. 40 of them! There's so many! Oh, I'm gonna pee so much!
Well, while you do that, James A. Riley says, Zuko and Azula, check your messages. Your mysterious and incredibly attractive music guy has resent you the full lyrics to Secret Tunnel.
My character is going to get kidney disease from drinking so much. Look at me, I look like I'm not feeling well after that.
I feel like I see you like...
What is my radiation at now after all that? Actually pretty
55.
low still.
It actually kind of looks like your character's wobbling a little bit from all that liquid.
All that soda, probably just full. My gosh, that was awful.
The next time you get shot, it's not going to be blood, it's going to be soda coming out of you.
It's going to be soda. Terrible.
Anyway, apparently our mysterious and incredibly attractive music guy has sent you messages about the Secret Tunnel lyrics.
What about him?
He's saying to check your messages because he said he sent the full lyrics to Secret Tunnel.
Oh, I have them pulled up here. We just haven't sung them yet. But I bit him as hard as I could. And, you know, Mom ran over to punish me. And so she started yelling about how could you do that. But Lieutenant actually stopped her. And he said, "Auntie, why would you punish her? She's checking my reflexes. I just passed my officer's test. How could I drop my guard with my little cousin? If I'm going to lose to her, I'm definitely going to lose with the ruthless soldiers I'll be facing." And I couldn't believe he stood up for me. And so later, when he asked me why I was so upset, I told him. And you know what he said to me?
What did he say?
He said, "Azula, there's a lot of things in the world that are not as they should be. They just are. And that is why we are fighting to take over, so that we can fix all the problems in the world. But that doesn't mean we don't have problems at home. And cousin, if there's any girl in the world who's going to fix these injustices for women, it would be you."
Oh, I never knew that.
No one had ever said anything like that to me. I will never forgive Uncle for running away from Ba Sing Se rather than avenging my cousin. I will never forgive him for that. I don't care what anyone says. It's not forgivable, in my opinion.
Yeah. I understand that.
Lieutenant was amazing.
He was.
He genuinely believed in the cause. He thought we were exporting Fire Nation greatness to the world. He genuinely believed that. I'm sad
Yeah, I did.
that he never got to see peace. But in a way, I'm even more upset that he died believing in a false cause. I wonder if when he realized he was going to die, I wonder if he regretted his choice or if he thought he was dying for something good. And I don't know which one depresses me more. The thought that he went to his grave thinking he was dying for a worthy cause, or the thought that right before it was over, he realized he'd wasted his entire life. Say what you want about me and the mistakes I've made and the wrong things I've done. I didn't send my son to his death for my own ego and pride.
Unfortunately, we'll never know what Lieutenant thought.
No, we won't. And Uncle never... I'm going to be honest with you. That's part of the reason I wanted to conquer Ba Sing Se. Part of it was to prove myself. Part of me just wanted to do what Uncle didn't do. And show them. Anyway.
You did good.
If you say so.
Well, in in a very interesting case of mood whiplash, in response to that story, Uncle Rizzo asks Azula if you can do a Lewis Griffin impression.
Lois Griffin impression?
Yes.
I don't know, you tell me. Peter! I asked you to pick up Stewie!
There you go, Uncle Rizzo. There's your Lois Griffin impression.
Peter, we're going to talk about that in a second, but first...
That's good. That's really good, Azula.
I don't know, I haven't listened to her in like years, so I have to hear it again, I think.
That was
3 more! Why did I think it would be fun to come to a soda factory?
I don't know. You wanted to come to a soda factory.
It's a Sisyphean task. Just drink more soda. Drink more soda.
And then eat mac and cheese. And while you
I don't
drink
even
more
want any
soda.
of that food. I'm so full of soda right now. That's it. That was the whole adventure in the factory. Was there anything worth finding in there at all?
Overflowing with ideas says yay for kidney disease.
Right?
Don't worry, Azula. If need be, your humble servant would provide an emergency kidney.
I would hope my kidneys aren't so weak to need replacing. Who are you shooting at?
Why are there so many gunshots? Oh, they're shooting through the fence.
Who are you shooting at?
Oh,
it's
a fiend. That's so far away.
It is. But my friends picked a fight, so I'm going to have to back them up.
Oh, wow, they're murdering them.
Wow, they already finished them off.
I have to wonder...
Ooh, a plasma gun. I'm going to
Oh.
take that.
I have to wonder, did those fiends start shooting first, or did Eddie and Boone see them from so far away, start opening fire, and those fiends are like, hey, yo, what the fuck?
Well, either way, it was foolish of them to fight me and my friends, so...
Yes, it was. Yum yum deviled eggs.
Ugh, I'm not going to eat random eggs I found in the desert. Alright, time to tape some things together. Let's see. Start at the top. Anything that can be taped together, we're going to tape it together. This can be taped together. Done. Next. This can be taped together.
Cool.
Alright, what about here?
What about those two fiend helmets?
Yes. I'm about to do that.
Sorry.
That one's at full. You can maintain this one. So these do exactly the same thing. Might as well drop one and keep the one that's better. I don't really want that armor. Do I want this one? Not really. It's really heavy and it's not great.
And you're just wearing like a bunch of half tires.
Mm-hmm. Alright, do I actually want this shotgun? I guess it has a lot of shots in it.
I've heard shotguns are really good against those flying insects that were
I've heard
giving us
you're
trouble.
a lot of good against flying insects that are giving us a lot of trouble.
Thank you? That
Zuko.
actually felt like a compliment that time.
Zuko.
Yes, Azula?
Never mind.
Okay. If that was an insult and I misunderstood, I apologize.
Zuko, you're a rainbow. You know why? A rainbow of colors. You know why?
Do I want to know why?
Because you're on the spectrum.
Like the light spectrum?
What am I gonna do with you?
I don't know, get me off the spectrum?
Never mind. Are you caught up on chat?
Yes, I am.
Well, I'm not. Tell me what's going on.
Night and Starlight says, also, Azula, I think you and my brother would get along. Uncle Rizzo asks, Azula, what do you think about you having so many simps?
Well, I mean, I've always had loyal followers since I was born. I am a princess, after all. And really, between Zuko and I, if you were a Fire Nation citizen, you'd probably prefer me, Zuzu's always been seen as weak. I know people don't like to hear that because they want to think that everybody hated me, but I'm telling you, I was pretty popular in the Fire Nation.
Multipower says the image of child Azula biting people makes me laugh for some reason, and I don't know why.
I went through a biting stage, I'll admit it.
Roland Kane says if you had a son, Azula, you'd probably be overprotective.
Oh, definitely. I would never be like my mother and just basically leave him to fend for himself.
Uncle Rizzo, in response to your Lois Griffin impression, says, Now I can die in peace.
Oh, please don't die, though. No need. You can stay alive. I can do many more impressions. I can do better ones.
Nine Starlight says you can't get off the spectrum, Zuko. We're stuck for life. Why can't we get off the spectrum? It's just...
You're just a part of you, and you're going to have to accept it.
But, you know, like what spectrum? The light spectrum? The color spectrum? The sound spectrum?
Zuko, some things are just not for you to know. Alright, this looks like a locked terminal. Finally, we're getting somewhere.
Well, T-Power says you're also on the rainbow, Zuko, because you're gay? That doesn't make sense. I had a girlfriend!
How'd that work out for you?
Well, she dumped me.
Now she's in Omashu, right?
Yeah.
That's what I heard, too.
Anyway, you got 4 minutes till the end of the stream, so let's see if we can crack this
If we
code.
can hack an entire thing, yeah. I have historically not been very good at this, so let's see how I do. Are there any other brackets I can... Remove all the duds.
Oh, there's a bracket. Go down. To the left. There you go.
There we go. Oh, well, that didn't do anything. Is there any more? Alright, so now we just gotta start trying this. Alright, which one do we try? Immersed, Unveiled, Machines, Garrison, Reptiles, Realize, Carpeted, Charisma. Let's go with Charisma. 3 out of 8 correct. Alright.
Did we save before this?
Yes!
Okay, sorry.
You do not pay attention.
I was reading chat because you asked me to catch you up with chat. Speaking of chat, Objectively AJ says, it's okay, Zuko. Head trauma from the war did a number on you. When did I get head trauma?
It has 3 letters in common with charisma. It's not machines. And it's not carpeted.
So CA definitely could...
No, because the 2 CA words aren't it.
Oh, you're right.
I thought it would be machines, but it's not. Locked out. Alright, let's try again. I swear, if I can't get this before time runs out, I'm going to be very frustrated.
Nightside says you got head trauma from the arrow. What arrow? I thought you were going to mention Sokka's boomerang in, like, the first, like, at the beginning of my dream, but I was
Did
wearing
he
a
hit
helmet
you with that boomerang?
Well, I was wearing a helmet, but yes, he hit me with this boomerang in the back of my head.
That's funny. He's hit me with it before, too.
He has?
Do you not remember?
Wait, but...
You're
that's
there.
right, he hit you with that, like, raw in the head, in the face.
Yeah, right in the head, right during our search for Mother.
Right. How did that not break your neck?
Why would it break my neck?
Well, I was reading that those boomerangs are meant for hunting purposes. They're meant to break the necks of, like, huge animals. Unless
Zuko.
Sokka's carrying a much... What?
Zuko, where did you read that? That's misinformation. The type of boomerang that Sokka's carrying isn't the giant ones that break the necks of big animals. Those are much bigger boomerangs.
They have bigger boomerangs?
Yeah, the one Sokka's carrying is a standard, like, fowl-catching one. But honestly, to catch birds, fowls. But to be honest with you, his is probably more like a toy. Because it's not a returning boomerang the way it would be bent. Did you not know anything about boomerangs?
No, I didn't.
Did you just believe what somebody randomly told you and you just accepted that at face value?
I believed what Sokka told me about it.
In like a comment section, someone told you that and you just believed
No,
it.
I believed what Sokka said about it.
But there's your mistake. Alright, it's not... Underway has 0 in common. Alright.
Alright, so...
A word that doesn't have anything in common with underway. Wait, but all of these have E.
Well, maybe the E in underway is not in the correct place.
Wait, does the placement matter then? I didn't know that this whole time.
Let me check, because I...
Alright, let's see. Does refunded have any letters in common R and U, E and N, F and D, U and E, N and R, D and W. It does not. That's the one. This whole time, are you telling me the reason I've been struggling is I didn't realize the placement matters? I feel
guess
so
so.
foolish. That was really easy once I realized that. I'm trying a new dictation headset. Margie, the boss man, just ordered some kind of newfangled robot that's supposed to take over some of your deliveries.
Multipower asks, oh yeah, Azula, were you interested in any men or women that you weren't forced to marry?
Oh, they fired everyone. I'm sorry, what?
Multipower asked if there were any men or women you were interested in that you weren't forced to marry.
I mean, you know, I'm a person like everyone else. There's been people I've been interested in. They just... I suppose I'm intimidating. They prefer girls like Tylee. They make it easy.
James A. Riley says first try. And also, you hacked that thing just in time because it's 7:01 now.
Oh, is it over? Do we have to say goodbye?
We have to say goodbye, Azula.
Well, I hate to say goodbye to all our lovely followers, but I suppose if we must. Well, Zuko, let's leave them on good terms. What do you say?
I agree, especially after last time. Let's leave them on good terms.
On good terms. How about we each say one nice thing about each other?
All right. I'll start. I really like your sense of fashion.
You mean the fact that I wear armor? That's Fire Nation armor, Zuko. I didn't choose that.
You make it look really good.
Zuko, that's not a... Okay, why don't you try again? Can you say something nice about me, not standard issue military armor I made to wear?
I am impressed that you never run out of different creative ways to tease me.
Wow, you cannot say something that's not backhanded, can you? You're just not capable.
What are you... I'm trying to say
something...
something...
Alright, fine, then I'm going to say something backhanded too. I really admire your perseverance in the face of defeat.
Well, I figured me
Because you never stop being defeated. Oh yeah, it doesn't feel so good, does it?
I like that your fire's blue. Because it means you're an incredibly good firebender, and I can't do that.
Well, blue's my favorite color.
I'm honestly impressed that you can maintain blue fire in any capacity, because while I can sometimes achieve it, it drains me in like a couple seconds.
It's called being good at firebending. You should try it sometime.
Now who's backhanded?
Well, I'm very irritated with you. I asked you to say...
Alright, well, goodbye,
a single nice
audience.
thing! Alright, let me say it first. Fine.
Anyway.
Here we go. I'm going to say a nice thing about someone else since you're so mean.
Okay.
You ready for it?
I'm ready for it.
Okay. Sokka has really pretty eyes because they're blue, and they're way prettier than your stupid eyes.
Hey!
Your eyes look just like Daddy's, except that one of them's messed up.
I mean, yeah.
Good night, everybody.